Well, good day, footy fans, and welcome to Cobra Park for round 18 of the Southern Football League, thanks to Filming Footy. For both teams, this is a game of destiny. Both hold their finals fortunes in their hands. For the hometown Cobras of Cove, they're looking to break a finals drought that stretches all the way back to 2017. Win, and they're in. Lose, and we're checking scores and getting our calculators. For the visitors, Happy Valley, a similar situation. Win, and they are the minor premiers for the second straight season. A berth in the second semi, just 2 wins from the flag. So one team desperate to play next week. One team equally desperate to avoid a first week of finals. It's the Cobras of Cove against the Vikings of Happy Valley. Thanks to ProBuild Australia, Air Diffusion Australia and the Aussie Inn at Hackham. Welcome to Cobra Park. My name's Phil Erdon. Pumped because finals are a week away, but nowhere near as excited probably as my younger, more energetic co-commentator Ollie Riddle. Welcome, Ollie.
Is this the biggest game since 2017 for Cove? Almost a decade.
Well, I've only really been intensely checking these things this year, but they were a couple of wins off last year, so their finals fate was decided a few weeks out. So, Ollie, you could quite possibly be correct.
It's a huge game. The weather's turned out. It was a bit of raining in the morning, but looks to be very good. No real cloud cover right above us at the moment. And you're right, Phil. I'm enthusiastic. I'm pumped. This is a big day. It feels like it's been building probably for the last 8 weeks, this very moment.
Yeah, it has. And it's sort of, the league has been generally predictable.
Yeah.
Probably the only team that's proven a bit unpredictable is your Port Noarlunga, Flagstaff and Ranella. When Flaggies beat Ranella beat Flagstaff, Port Noarlunga beat, that trio. Cove have beaten everyone below them, everyone above them, except for Christie's that they split.
Yeah.
And we could see a long way off that it would probably be Christie's and Cove for that last spot. Neither side was able to get the upset win. Christie's did give it a shake. Aldinga gave it a shake last week. Neither side had the upset loss. So here we are. Christie's beach at Morfett Vale, needing a win and a big one, and a Vikings victory here. Cove, it's all up to them.
Exactly right, and we're going to be having our eye tuned on to Morfett Vale, who take on the Saints. We've got our messages switched up with the radio station. We're set to go. We're going to have live percentages. We're on percentage watch today.
I've got plan A and B.
Plan A and B.
And B. And that's what you want. And the competition's been interesting this year, Ollie. We'll probably get a bit more reflective as the weeks progress. Well, as you could say, it's been predictable. We've had battles everywhere. 3 teams for top spot.
Yep.
2 teams for 5th, and 3 teams at the end, evenly matched within themselves.
It's going to be a cracking day. Sun's certainly come out for it. I'm looking forward because Hallett Cove, they faced Port Noarlunga. They lost by under 10 points. They faced Flagstaff Hill, under 10 points. Ranella was similar. It starts to make you think, Happy Valley, are they better than those 3? Probably, maybe, depends who you are. There's no reason why Cove can't cause the upset today and solidify finals just like that.
Well, there's a saying, there's a reason you play the game, and, in the sports and leagues that I've followed, weird things happen in the final round because teams are playing, to finish strongly, knowing that it's their last game.
Yeah.
Teams are getting ahead of themselves and thinking of finals and not who they're playing. You've got different teams with motivations or lack of motivation. So, opening round and final round are often the 2 that don't fit a form line.
Yeah, you're certainly right there. So we could see a couple of upsets coming from our game today. Ranella are taking on Ironbank in another match at the Wineflies Oval, plus Aldinga and Port Noarlunga, and the big one, Morfett Vale v Christie's Beach. Yeah,
and as I said during the wrap during the week, I almost get a feeling that who plays finals could come down to Morfett Vale.
Well, it certainly will. How well do they play?
Because, Happy Valley deserved favourites here. They've beaten everybody not called Ranella this year. Christie's Beach, definite favourites against Morphett Vale. And I called Christie's and Morphett when they met in round 9 at Pice Oval. Morphett Vale kicked kicked 2 of the first 3 goals. We got, oh, hello. And then Christie's Beach kicked 23 goals in a row. And Morphett Vale do have a nasty habit of often going missing in the second half. But against Cove, 2 weeks or 2 weeks prior to this, they actually kicked 9 goals, kept the margin to under 10. Which emus turn up could decide the margin in that game, that could decide Christie's percentage, which they need to make up at the moment, because as we speak at this very second, Christie's at 5-1.12 and Cove at 5-3.70. Cove with the extra win at this point.
Taking a look at the scoreboard, it is 6-6 Hallett Cove to 19-11 for Happy Valley. They've gone undefeated across the B grade season, so they'll be ripe for another premiership. I believe they won the B grades last year, the Vikings as well.
Right.
But just to make it really simple for our broadcasters, our listeners, our viewers, Phil, if Hallett Cove win today, they are in.
They're fifth. Nothing Christie's Beach can do about it.
If they win, they are in. If they lose, it is up to the percentage between them and the Saints if Christie's Beach beat Morphett Vale.
Yeah, and whilst I can't give you an exact goal difference, I've got it about a 22 goal difference between a Cove loss and a Christie's win. About 133 points. Now, it'll vary if it's high-scoring games or low-scoring games, the way we do our percentages. But I've got my calculator set. I've just got to plug in scores. We've got some sources, and we do want to thank Tribe FM for assisting us with that, because they're broadcasting that game.
Yep.
Should it get to a point in the final quarter where Happy Valley are in front here, then we're going to keep a definite eye on what's happening at Christie's Beach. Meanwhile, Cove have gone all out here. We've got a banner.
We've got a banner. If the banner, you'll notice, it's not one that breaks. If they run through the middle, they can reuse it next week. That's the key of the banner.
Yeah. Did I tell you I was leader of the Woodville Cheer Squad for 3 years?
You've told me many, many times.
Okay. So I would give Cove banner, I'd give it a good 7 out of 10. I mean, because it's simple, cheap, reusable, and at this level, it's special. Because here coming out, leading the Cobras, bursting through the banner are all the kids. Don't you love this?
It's certainly a big day for the Cobras. They've got all the young tackers out there as well. And as the players eventually make their way onto the ground, we've got, as I do here, now you can hear the cheers, led by their captain there.
Yep.
Lots happening today. They've got 3 changes, Hallett Cove. In comes Damien Roach back to the side, and 2 guys who are making their A-grade debut.
Yeah, both have just come down from Noarlunga with the South Under-18s, whose season finished. So we've got Cody Shortridge, who, according to Play HQ, only started playing football for South Adelaide Under-18s, which I don't think is possible. So Cody's obviously under witness protection. And Caleb Highland, and we did a story about Caleb Highland. He started with the Under-8s, the Cove Black Under-8s in 2016. 10 years later, a decade, he's making his A-grade debut in what you've called, and I totally agree with you, Ollie, the biggest game Cove have played in that decade.
Absolutely right. And I spoke to Coach Matt Pethick only a few minutes before, and he said, watch out for Caleb Highland. He's the guy that we'll look out for. May well have our beanie at the end of the day if he can play well.
Well, wouldn't it be the first time we've given it to a debutant?
It would.
Because they do obviously that special. And Matt Pethick, by the way, announced by Cove during the week. And speaking to the president, he said, well, given it's on Facebook, it's probably official.
Yep.
That he's going to be their coach for 2027.
Awesome to see.
So I like what Cove are doing here. They've backed the coach in. They've brought the kids out. You could not want any more encouragement than what Cove have received. We've got Father and Bub.
Damien Roach has just won the toss. Hallett Cove will be kicking to the right-hand side of the screen. Our umpires are Josh Nadira, Jared Simister in the middle, Bradley Cunningham, Rigel Meany, and Jake Barrington along the boundaries. And who's in goals, Phil?
Who's in goals?
Why didn't I just read it out?
Peter Gray and John Hall.
There you go. Yeah. And Happy Valley have made 2 changes Talk us through them.
Yeah, as I go back up my list. Tom Barrett and veteran Harry Davenport come in. Jackson Scott and Connor Jones are the omissions. Earlier today, in the under-13s, Happy Valley had a 60-point win over Cove. Vikings into the finals there, 10-5, 65, Cove 5 behinds. Cove, who are second coming into today, had a 32-point win in the under-15s, 11-12, 78. Happy Valley actually missed finals in the under-15s. They'll finish 6 and 10, 7-4, 46.
That's surprising. They've got a lot of big kids in that team too.
Under-17s, a battle between first and third. Cove, well, they were leading by 26 points, 6-6, 42 to 2-4, 16. Unfortunately, a Happy Valley kid did an injury, what needed an ambulance, and game was abandoned at that point. But reading the Play HQ, it's got a final result. Looks like that game went far enough for that result to.
If it goes over half-time, I believe it counts.
Yeah. Otherwise, they share the points, and either way. And the Rezzies, look, a big one for Happy Valley. They were undefeated coming in, no nerves. 9-11. Sorry, not 9-11. They were 19-11.
19-11.
That was 125. Cove 6-6, 42. Cove should still play finals. They were 11 and 6 and 4th. Okay, they will play finals. But Happy Valley, the minor premiership, which I think they've also got in the C's, final starting tomorrow. And if they win today, the A. So that's minor premiership across all three grades. Just one of the things at stake, Ollie, in this game this afternoon.
So watch out for Caleb Highland, number 2 for Hallett Cove. And I think Nicholas Kramer kicked 26 goals from his 14 games. He's wearing number 6 for the Vikings as we're set to ready to rock and roll. The ball's about to be put in the air from Josh Ndida, one of our field umpires. And the first quarter is set to begin. Round 9, 2026. It was a 53-point margin to the Vikings. Christie's Beach will want a similar result today. But the clearance could come from the Cobras. Just gets a handball in sweet. Now come the Vikings. Push it forward. Inside 50 ball. Leading man couldn't quite get there on the fall. A bounce in the end. And we're going to take it all the way back to Galley in defence. And against Port Noarlunga a couple of weeks ago, he played on the opposite side of the field. Played pretty good for just the one goal that day. As Roach went in there, got the handball just in time, says the umpire. Now the whistle is blown. And that's Highland handballing it back for a free kick for the Cobras. First one of the afternoon.
Cobras have it. Well, just got the kick away. Getting in position, Matty Lillis, but coming in at the side, Jaden Morton.
Good first move.
That's going to be an interesting matchup today.
First touch for Shortridge, A-grade level.
So it goes with a long kick, and we got a free downfield. I would suggest a bit of an elbowing. Is there a card coming out? There's a card coming out.
Quickest card I've ever seen.
Wowee, umpires have decided they're going to take control of this game from the get-go. I noted 2 field umpires today, not 3.
Yes.
Sometimes you see in the bigger games the 3.
So that's Darnell Tucker, who's just come off the ground.
Yeah. And Darnell Tucker's been known as being a little bit of an angry ant at times, probably trying to install his physical presence. Umpire saw it and take a 10-minute break. Big start. Dylan Search now comes in, edge of the centre square at the 50-metre arc. I reckon he's got the breeze at his back. Slight breeze of little consequence, but we have a first score. And for Cove, that's all they need. 1-0.
That is
to the Cobras.
All they need. It's a minor score there coming from Search. I'm just going to write that down. Darnell Tucker with the yellow card for Happy Valley. As a short kick comes out and it's a mark. Just 2 minutes into this first quarter. I tell you what, Phil, yellow card comes out quick, but the umpires certainly want to stamp their authority over this game, keep it in check. Good to see. There's a juggling on the outer win right in front of the fans there. And they claim it's gone over the line. They claim it's taken a mark. Players will scream anything these days. In the end, we're just going to chuck it back up, and we do. Players around the football. Handball came from Kramer. And they can just... Well, they were going to go forward. In the end, Everett Iades had a bit of a moment. Ball's now loose. Valleys have got to jump over it. Cove are all over him now, and Everett Iades has been tackled again, and we'll have a ball up. And just for a moment, Phil, I thought they were going to get away and go inside 50. And they were caught up.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, every part of this game is going to be critical, not just the win, which Cove would like, but of course If they lose, it will probably come down to percentage, and they need to keep it now. So we've had the yellow card.
Blood rule.
Now we've got the blood rule. How long have we been going for? 5 minutes, if that? And Jaden Morton's back on.
Yeah.
With the blood rule coming off Noah Climbs-Carlaw. And action underway. What's next?
Well, the only thing we need now is a red card, really, and we've done the trifecta. We can go home. Play's going to move on here with Spacey, the skipper, and just bursting forward the Vikings. That kick was smothered, though. Our cameraman Josh couldn't even pick it up. We've completely lost the football. Hard to check the smothers.
It's the little spherical red thing.
Got to make sure we zoom in on that little red thing. Can be hard to see.
No, don't get stuck into Josh. Josh has done a fantastic job.
He has.
All season. He's the one man who's listened to us all season. He's had to put up with our same jokes every week.
I tell you what, he needs a gold medal for that. Play's going to move on. Or not really, because we're stuck in the middle of the ground here for another stoppage.
This is more the opening I suspected we were going to see. There's a tap to Cove. There's a lot of players around the ball. Tap forward. Okay, going in the direction of Tom Barrett. Beaten to the ball, so Barrett lays the tackle. And it will be holding the ball.
Yep, good call. Had plenty of time. Got spun around a couple of times as well.
Actually, I think that's Everinides. I'm not using the binoculars at the second. I probably should have. Into the pocket. Looking for Seb Oliver. By the boundary. Oh, is there a free Viking in the goal square? It does not sit for Beach. It's Cove 1, Happy Valley 1.
Are we going to be doing the scores that intently all game?
Well, Premier League starts tonight. Just getting in the mood for it.
Premier League started last night.
Oh, true.
Arsenal and Coventry, 3-0 victory. Didn't even realise it started yet. I suppose it didn't really start if you watched the game.
Yeah.
And play's going to move on right to the edge of the oval.
Right in front of the truck.
Lucky the ball didn't go under.
They put a truck out there.
They'll do anything for
I wonder
sponsors,
if you can
Phil.
sit in the seat and honk the horn all afternoon.
I would want to honk the horn. I've never honked the horn for anything that's not on the road.
Yeah.
I think it's certainly a bucket list item. As Wordsworth into the ruck for Cove. Handball was large and high and it came out. Spool came from the Vikings. And now, quick moves, really nicely done from Barrett and just run down.
Max Sweet. And did he push in the back? That's always your dilemma. Deem to be pushing the back when you're tackling from behind. You sort of got to impede but not push. Cove's defence thus far looking pretty stellar. They'll work it out through Wigsell. They're running. I think that's one of the young lads again, coming in the way of Shortridge. Yep, this time. Well, he was bumped off the ball, not to be unexpected with the youngster. Kept his feet, which is important. Everinides gets the kick around the body.
Ooh.
They flew, including Jake Wigsell. As it now, slight confusion with the Happy Valley interchange as Thompson on, Stringer off. They'll go forward with Jaden Little, and that's a strong grab by the Cove defence.
5-6 minutes into this game, we've already got substitutions. Says a lot about the fitness, but I suppose 4 quarters is a long time, as none of them can see it there for the Vikings. Bit of a half-held shepherd there from Lilas, and Spacey didn't have the football. It's the correct call. Cove fans will yell, they'll complain, but he never had the ball. And the mark has been paid, just. And of course, Matthew Lilas is his name, number 7 for the Vikings.
So it's Lilas, not Lillis.
He hates the term Lillis, hates being called Lillis.
I thought you told me the game was Lillis. You were setting me up, weren't you?
No, his name is Lilas. I've written it down specifically.
Okay.
Oh, well, it could have been the other way around.
Okay, well, you're the one calling him, because I'm going to call Max Gill going for goal across the face.
Actually, it could have been Lillis and I wrote Lilas.
Oh, goodness.
We might have to go back and ask.
Quarter time, you're going to go out to the hug and tap him on the shoulder and say, oh, by the way, you watch, he'll have 10. I reckon it's Lillis.
I think you might be right too. Oh, I asked him too.
Because I remember something, and this would be beyond your age, a show called Different Strokes. And one of the famous sayings was this young kid called Arno go, what you talking about, Willis? And that's how I remember. So anyway.
Okay.
You had to be there.
Yeah,
TV
well, we're
in
not
the
aware
80s.
from the 60s.
All right. Here comes Holder, Lincoln. Got a free man into the centre square. Got the runner and Max Sweet. Avoids one, puts it up. That's wayward. got plenty of support. There's one of the teams is maybe the under 15s, under 17s down that end, providing some support. So Cove had a couple of decent chances thus far, Ollie. Shots on goal, but have come up a little short.
To half forward, Oliver tried to mark. Got it second time though. Shipping ball just inside 50. Players going to move on. Wilcox was down and under. Saying with Barrett, and the shot's off for Happy Valley, and they're happy to the left, to the right-hand side of us. Not sure who's kicked the...
I'm going to put that to Maxi Gill.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. It was him, and the goal's been called. So Gill played for Ornella in the under-14s before switching back to the Vikings in 2015. It's a big call there. He's kicked the first goal of the afternoon.
Well, probably against the run of play, or maybe not. I think it's actually been a pretty even, hard running.
Back and forth.
Back and forth, yeah. Basketball-esque.
I tell you what, Phil, the best games to commentate, the easiest games to commentate are the ones that move the fastest.
Correct. I mean, if it's a stoppage, then you need to have some research and some material.
Yes.
Thankfully, you are elite at that, Ollie, so... And just as Beach was about to escape, it comes back to Riley Holder. Or does it? Okay.
Yes, it does.
Do you get the fear that the umpires are going to be under a bit of pressure in this one?
Well, they are so far. I haven't seen anything that's been a problem.
Riley Holder with the zigzag. And he's got the target up forward. That looks like Wordsworth, I think.
It is. Has 38 career goals, all grades. None of them coming against Happy Valley.
None of them. Gee, I thought you'd done your research. He has 3 this season. Kicked 3 last season at the A-grade level. Also had a couple of B-grade games. Quite a few Cove players have dabbled a bit. Sometimes when they've had the bye and Noarlunga beckons in the Bs.
Oh, they really stitch him up.
Yeah. He sort of puts that up. I'm not sure if that was a shot or not. Going to land a 3 out. It's going to be thumped through. And that, well, we're back to a 6-point game. Happy Valley are 1-2-8. Cove with 2 behinds. That's on the Sport or scoreboard. The next break, Ollie, I'll run through some broadcast sponsors.
Alrighty, as the kick's been pushed out right towards us, Phil. I got a touch in the B grade. You may get one in the A's. And Roach jumped on him by Kramer and goes ditch him to the boundary line.
Yeah, I noticed your touch in the Bs. You were so excited you refused to give the ball back.
Well, I heard one player yell it's mine and another player yell it's mine, and I thought, okay, I'm going to hold on and wait to see what the umpire says. And then before I knew it, everyone was staring at me to give the ball back. Yeah. I felt like one of those one-eyed supporters, and I didn't really care who won.
Love the work by Nick Kramer there. He managed to one-handed drop it onto his boot. But it's a turnover now. Riley Holder onto the run of Plenty, who goes with a bloom burner kick that had the target. It's just the last bit that Cove are missing at the moment. That was a beautiful running clearance and pass. Just need to grab it now. We got Darnell Tucker is ready to go in front of us. He's 10 minutes of repentance.
He's set to expire.
Sin bin.
The sin bin. I like the sin bin.
Well,
I just like the term sin bin.
Sin bin.
It makes me think of State of Origin football.
Yeah,
or rugby, really.
The brutal Queensland, New South Wales version.
Yeah, I love the State of Origin. Wiesel pushed out to the inner wing. Nicely taken there. Good mark from Nicholas Frisbee Smith. Played his best ever game against Cove last year, where he ticked 2 goals and featured in the best players. Mark's taken now from Hamilton. This is the Liam variety, and it's a short kick up forward. Aiden Cahill. And now they'll go deep inside 50 as the spot's up. No one could quite hold the mark. Plenty of time for Cove to get rid of this ball. They may stick it down Spacey's throat. Couldn't quite. So 1-on-2. Half being held. Plays down in front of us. Shortridge, look at that. Gets the handball out towards Lincoln Holder. A captain's moment. And it just goes to the left-hand side. And speaking of Holder, his brother, Phil, could well be our male medalist prediction.
Yeah, Monday, September 14 will be the SFL male medal. And you'd have to think that usually it's not the top team that it comes from. Usually these medals come from a team that's somewhere about second to mid-table who's had a standout player.
Yeah.
Because the top team often has so many, they take votes off each other.
You're right. It's like Geelong and Dangerfield and Selwood.
Yeah. So you're right. I mean, Riley Holder for Cove, if he doesn't win their best and fairest, I'll be shocked, because 15 games, 13 in the bests, which is the top 5.
So he's played 15 games and been featured in the top 5 players on 13 occasions, which is huge, really. Yeah. It's Wordworth, taps it to the left-hand side, and it doesn't go out of bounds. A clearing kick up forward in front of a netball court. Play's going to move on. No one could mark. And now Cahill had it, lost it. Being tackled when he still doesn't really have it. Umpire's going to wait before he blows the whistle, and we'll chuck it back up.
So an even contest thus far. I mean, the last time they met, Happy Valley did get up, and it was sort of... Cove stayed with them until about 5 minutes into the final quarter, and then Happy Valley broke it open.
Just realised I made a mistake, Phil. This week I got some commentary notes from the family.
Okay.
The only thing they had to say, don't use the word chuck.
Chuck.
And I just used it.
Well, okay. I know in cricket you could get in trouble for calling someone chucking and not bowling. One of my favourite American football players.
Yeah.
As we go out of bounds, so I can tell a story. Quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Played quarterback.
Okay.
His name, Chuck Long.
Chuck Long.
I kid you not. Google it, folks.
Umpire's going to chuck it in here. Going to throw it in, Phil. Takes his time and away we go. Lots of players around this clearance here, right along the inner wing. And Frisbee Smith may get it. Instead he handballs over his head, and that was a little high, I think.
I just love that from Nicholas Frisbee. He's trying to run around and he suddenly realises he's about to be at smothered. Gets that handball out at lightning speed, but it's Cove on the transition. They've had plenty of inside 50s. No goals as yet, trailing as that is rushed through. And all of a sudden, what's that? That's 4 behinds.
It is.
It's sort of like, and there is just a little bit of nerve. Like that shot we had from Lincoln Holder earlier that we followed.
Yeah.
It was going straight at the goalpost. It could have wavered right, it wavered left. I think from what I'm seeing, the breeze is going a little bit across the ground.
That's across from west to east.
Yeah.
So lots of players around this ball. Kai Potter's first touch of the afternoon. Wigzell thrown down, tackled by 2 of them. We're going to have a ball up directly in front of us. So we're in a pretty good spot, Phil.
We're in a great spot. Thanks to Scott Gill and the Cove Football Club for giving us a marquee and prime spot next to the timekeeper's box. They've even given a special little ledge for our intrepid cameraman Josh to grow a couple of feet.
Yeah. He's a quick rower too. He's really shot up when he got on that ladder. Put himself another 4 or 5 feet.
And the thing's actually got a ledge, so we can put the camera out a bit and you can see bits that we can't.
Now you were going to tell us some sponsors, but instead
then we got sidetracked by
chucking. NFL.
Got chucking.
Ball's been thrown up. You're going to have to wait. Maybe you'll forget before then. Old age can do those sort of things to you, Phil.
So what was I saying 5 minutes ago?
Pushed out wider. That kick was smothered. Play's going to move on just in time. Quick kick came from Rogers. Keep an eye on him. He's featured in the best plays the most times so far this season from any Viking. Bouncing ball, Hayes, who did that last year, featured in the best plays the most time for any Cove player. That was 8 times in 2025 and been pushed out to the boundary line. And the clearing kick has come in the Holder direction. The Riley variety. Handball got spurted out towards Search, all the way back. Stolt can pick it back up. And now the clearing kick inside 50. Lots of players underneath. Morton, the only Cobra. Front spot, couldn't quite hold it. We're going to have a ball up. And Phil, hit us.
That was the debutant, by the way, Caleb Hyland, going down and getting the hard footy. Good to see. Pro Build Australia for all your renovation repairs. The Aussie Inn at Hackham need to have a post-season function there. Air Diffusion Australia, your one-stop air conditioning trade centre. And Demand & Co Real Estate. Sandeman, thank you for your great support.
Kick back inside 50 for Hallett Cove from Plenty, and the mark, well, looked like it was taken. The umpire instead didn't blow the whistle.
And the kick.
The kick rolled through for a goal, but the umpire's blown his whistle now, and I'm not sure what's going to happen, to be honest, because we've got a player stand in front of us.
It's going to be a ball. It's going to be a ball up. Dartfish Live Stats, the Sportable Scoreboard, Classic Clashes, UTF Trailers, Archie's Footwear, and Filming Footy are your other supporters of the Southern Football League in terms of the broadcast this year. Thanks one, thanks all, as Liam Hamilton has the free and a bonus 25 metres. And we've got a drone. I know Josh can't film it at the moment.
We have a drone.
We've got a drone above the field and a helicopter above the field.
It's probably looking for sharks.
That's different.
There's a drone about 20 metres into the sky. Do you reckon we could tell the players in front of us to move out our way on the bench?
No, we're in front of the interchange bench. It has pluses and minuses. We do keep track of some of the interesting communications.
Oh, that is true.
But they also block the view. That's why we have the TV.
So, shots off from Davenport right to the goal line. Play's going to move on. Didn't quite get for a score. Rogers is around it there. I feel like with all these players in front of us standing in our way, Phil, it's like in Seinfeld when Kramer asked the surgeon to move so he could see the surgery.
Yeah, surgeon.
He asked the surgeon.
The surgeon wasn't doing an important job. Wasn't anybody's life,
I sort of feel like that's what's happening with us right now.
But they're gone. We're good.
They're gone. They've all run onto the ground. As that was Humphrey, Chase Humphrey, clearing kick towards the holder direction. And just wrapped up Harry Davenport. And, well, we called it a sling tackle. He certainly did have a slinging motion without hitting his head on the ground. And why don't you call some footy, Phil?
Daniel Tucker back in action. He joined us late. Yellow card in the first couple of minutes. On to Sam Flett. So now Happy Valley, they've switched sides, trying to get Frisbee Smith into space. He's got Dylan Search on his hammer and tack. Frisbee Smith has enough speed to put it into the pocket.
Nice.
Where it's a good clunk. And now I have to bypass some players. Yep. So this is going to be not going to be the easiest shot. We haven't had.
Still in the tree.
I don't think we've had really any. It's probably the first. Nicholas Kramer. I don't think Happy Valley, given that Goodman Glasson's not playing in this game, been out the last couple of weeks. I think this is the man they'd want to have the ball.
Nicholas Kramer kicked 74 goals last year before they brought in Goodman Glasson, so he was a big goal kicker, and he's had a big opportunity there, Phil. It's goal number 2 for the Vikings, and they are starting to put their foot down. Cove have just been inconsistent going forward.
Yeah, same number of opportunities, same number of scoring shots. Just Happy Valley have converted some, Cove yet to.
Has 8 goals in his last 2 weeks with no Goodman Glasson playing. 74 last year, of course.
Yeah. I mean, Happy Valley, of course, coming into the season as the minor premiers who just fell short grand final day.
Yep.
That's a chip on the shoulder. And look, in my time, I've had way too many teams I've been associated with that have lost grand finals. And it's such a long season because you cannot get excited about the minor round because you know it doesn't matter much. It's all about what you can do in the big games in the finals. But for Happy Valley, the best they can do is finish minor premiers, and that's what they're looking to do right here. Beat everybody except Ranella.
We're into time on. Wordsworth taps it down. And it's just stacks on at the moment. And the umpire, Jared Zimmer, still waits before he says it's going to be mine.
Well, quarter time coming up soon, in which case I will try and get a score. I mean, it's not really important, the score at the moment from Morpeth Vale, but it may be later.
So we've barely seen a blubber all season. We've seen 2 in the first quarter. And I believe this is Aaron Wordsworth who's coming off, which means they're going to have to get another big tool on. And the man coming on, this is Caleb Highland, certainly isn't a tool.
I'm not sure that's a like for like.
It really isn't a like for like. I need someone with height. Maybe we can get Josh out there.
Stop picking on Josh.
Hey, that's a compliment. Play's going to move on. Bouncing football, inside forward 50. Cove going to get there first. Now Morton, he's handy in front of the goals and he's sort of tripped by his own opponent.
You watch,
his own teammate.
Next week Josh is going to bring his own microphone.
Ooh.
And then I'll work out a way to turn yours off.
Oh, wow. So Scott Abbott was the man who accidentally tripped his own teammate up. And there's a big crowd. Thanks to that vision, Josh, as the ball's being thrown in. Look at that. AFL standard camera work. We'll give him some compliments now. We'll like that. We'll have a ball up. 45 out from home. Cobra's still looking for their first. I love it, let me tell you. Free kick is coming away of big Riley Holder. Bit of a hold. And not only has he featured in the best plays 13 times, and it's going to be an easy shot now. 25 metres. That was what the free kick's for, and that'll be what he's kicking from too.
Well, he has to kick this.
Has 33 goals so far this year from 15 games, leading all comers. His brother has 22.
Yeah, 58 between them. I think the rest of the team playing today has about 90.
Round the body goes Holder, left foot snap, and it's the first one for the Cobras. They are 1 goal for, it's a 4-point margin. And of course it's got to come from Holder.
Yeah, or a Holder.
Both, any of them, really.
Yeah, look, Cobra Nation can just take a little breath. They've got the first goal on the board. If you have just sort of come into this a little late, when we did some pre-season interviews, and Matt Pethick, the Cove coach, who, by the way, reappointed for 2027, was saying, yeah, the one thing we've got to fix is the close losses, and we'll be there.
Yep.
Well, they've gone from 6 wins to 7, and that puts them right now. And they play 2 less games, so probably that's not the greatest thing. They've lost the footy, by the way. Need to bring in a new footy. And yeah, they had that run where they lost 4 games in a row.
I've got it.
Christie's by 1 point.
Yep.
Flagstaff Hill by 7. Port Noarlunga and Ranella by less than a kick each. And it was like, could the close losses cost them again? The one thing it probably has helped them is in the percentage area. They had some thumpings early, but they do have the percentage advantage against Christie's as we speak.
They have their nose in front at this moment. Why don't you see if you can get us some scores?
That's what I'm doing. You call some footy.
See, we're in sync,
Try
Phil.
something different.
Don't even have to talk. Telepathic. Can't even say the word.
Is what you're
Telepathic is the term.
Okay.
So balls can be thrown up here. I'll use some words I can pronounce. 24, 25 minutes gone in this first term. Holder's gone into the ruck. Werworth was off the field with a blood rule. Bouncing the way of the Vikings. Got past everyone, in fact. Rogers was half held. Now we'll go inside 50. And from 50 metres out, may straighten up and go for goal. It's a minor score to the right-hand side. For Cooper Rogers, who's featured in the best players 11 times this season too. Kicked 12 times last year as well. So if he features one more time today, he'll be equaling that. Featured players is, of course, the best 5 players on each team for each game, and we're going to have a ball up here, 50 metres out from home. Rogers also kicked 33 goals last year. Ball up. Lots of players around it. Cove got it first, had to give and go. Gave it to Holder, good man to give it to, and now he goes. Morton played up front. In fact, it was Sweet who came from behind, and the mark's been chopped off by our man Cody Cox, who kicked the goal in the B-grade grand final last year. Could well do the same in the A's this year if he keeps his spot. Do we have some scores, Phil?
No, we don't.
No, we don't. We're still waiting on scores.
We have lots of chatter, but no scores.
I suppose the chatter is good. That kick came from our man Lachlan Hamilton, brother of Liam, of course.
All right, I do have a score.
Alrighty.
You're sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
Morfett Vale, 4-1, 25. Christie's 2-6, 18. Morfett Vale by 7. Morfett Vale by 7.
I tell you what, if Hallett Cove really want the Emus to win, I think Riley Holder's got to be playing for Morfett Vale this week, put it that way. But that's fantastic for Cove
one-game
fans.
transfer.
Christie's Beach have got to get themselves moving as that kick certainly moves the ball forward. And Mark's taken really nicely done for Happy Valley.
The only point I would put on that, probably where Christie's have Morfett Vale exactly where they want them. Christie's Beach's first quarter and the rest of the game have been completely different.
Sirens blown for this first stanza of football. Going to have a shot after the siren. This is a big opportunity.
Okay.
To kick 3 out of the first 4 goals. Happy Valley. Searching football. 45 metres out. Shot is off and it's squeezed through. So they're pumped up, the Vikings. They like that a lot.
Who kicked that one?
I'm about to tell you when he turns around. Scores are, and he turns around in any moment, 3-3-21 to 1-4-10 heading the way of the Vikings.
Who was it?
I'm not sure. I'm still not sure.
Thompson?
Thompson, there you go.
We just had Gino's president of Happy Valley come by and help us out.
So he had a month
Tell him
period.
to give us special comments.
He had a month period where he spent a lot of that month in the Bs, but apart from that, he's been an A-grade player all year, kicked that final goal. And that is the end of our first quarter.
All right, we will take a break. I'll try and text because I sent the score on the siren, not realising there was a kick. And I've got to correct myself. As per normal, you're watching the Southern Footy League with Ollie, Phil and Josh. Thanks to Filming Footy. Be back after the break. Alrighty, welcome back, Cobra Park. It is the Happy Valley Vikings win, and they're leading Cove, who need to win to finish fifth. Happy Valley 3-3-21, Cove 1-4-10. Just before I get Ollie's thoughts on the quarter, can tell you elsewhere. Big shock that Morpeth Vale were leading Christie's early. Christie's beach by a point. 10 minutes into the second quarter. Elsewhere, Ranella 5-3-33. Ironbank Cherry Gardens 1 point. There's a Happy Valley person walking past, just said, yeah, that'll be right. And the close one is at Aldinga.
Tell me.
Well, a close one. Aldinga, 3 straight 18, Port Noarlunga 3-2-20. So the Cockledovers by 2, the Saints by 1, Ranella by 32, and here it is Happy Valley by 11. And Ollie, they're a fair while in the huddle. The Vikings, what do you take out of that first quarter?
It's a nervous start from Hallett Cove, put it that way. They kicked, 4 points before they managed to get a goal on the scoreboard, and that came from a 25-metre penalty as well. Yeah. But the game's begun. They'll ease into it now. I think they're set and ready to go for a big second quarter. Do we have a percentage calculator watch?
You're a bit quick for me at the moment. I'm going.
I did ask you.
I've just got to put the unknown goal in. So what are we? 3-3. I'll give it to you in a sec. You call some footy.
Umpires are set and ready to go. It's the second quarter is underway. We'll blow the siren again. Umpire Josh Nidita throws it up, and away we come. And straight out of it goes Holder. He grabs it out the ruck. That is his prior. He's kicked forward and a mark straight away. So good news for Cobra fans. It's close at Morpeth Vale, and they'll have a shot on goal with their captain, Lincoln Holder. So Holder kicked 30 goals last year, needs another 8 to go equal to that tally this year, so he's on 22. And he'll be lining up from 40 metres out on the tough angle in front of the home crowd. And that is a wicked wild kick, didn't even make the journey, barely came off the boot, put it that way, and we're going to have a stoppage right in front of goals.
So Christie's Beach 3:10.28, Morford Vale 3:10.28, Morford Vale 4:1.25. So it's 13 scoring shots to 5.
On the balls are cool. So a free kick heading the way for Cove. It's our man Caleb Highland, a debutant, one of 2 debutants today. A big moment for him, who spent plenty of time in South Adelaide's academy. First game in over 2 years to Cove. It's his A-grade debut. Okay. And this one would bring it back to just a 5-point margin, if I can add up correctly. Highland directly in front. Shouldn't have a worry. Doesn't have a worry. Cove fans are up and about. Highland's kicked the second goal in the match. His first at A-grade level. They come from everywhere. And do we have percentage watch?
Well, I do. It's just changed.
Oh, you got to do it again.
No. I've got it. It's okay.
Ooh,
I've got it.
you're ready.
Okay, so it's 21-18, I think. 21-16. How's that worked out?
You'd be hopeless in a maths test, especially if it's
Oh,
timed.
I know what I've done. Hang on, give me a sec. Okay. Look, at the moment, Cove lead comfortably in the percentages because whilst Christie's Beach are in front, they're only in front by 3. So Cove 53.54, Christie's 51.16.
It's certainly getting close.
So as I said, at the moment, 22 goals, it's about 21 to go.
Okay. So we'll sit and we'll wait. And from a commentary
And
standpoint...
Morford Vale have kicked the goal. They're back in front.
And you can almost hear the roar from Happy Valley, even though they don't even know what's happened.
No, from Cove.
Yeah, from Cove too. I mean, if Happy Valley want to cheer, they can.
No, they've heard the Ranella Ironbank score and they know that they just have to win here. Or else they'll play Flagstaff Hill next week. We know Flaggies are in the qualifying. We know Port Noarlunga are in the elimination. It is possible, if Port Noarlunga get up, that they could tie on points. But Port Noarlunga would have to win by 64 goals.
Wow.
Okay, and given they're leading by 4 points, unlikely.
Well, I think Sproul's got to kick at least 40 of them too. Forget about getting his 100th, he may get his 150th as well. As the kick goes forward, and it gets all the way to the back, and the mark's taken. Happy Valley fans like that.
Touch.
The umpire says it's touched.
No push.
No push.
First thing umpire said was no mark, and I thought, okay, it was touched, but no, it's a free. Well, that's dodging a bullet for Cove. Not saying I wasn't there. Hayes across to Jack Plenty.
Playing defence this week, Plenty.
Across to the truck. I've noticed that all the team have moved. Where are they? They're down the other end now.
Oh, yeah,
Not as
you're
much
right.
as encouragement. Oh, let's take a bounce near opposition goals. Okay. Here comes Frisbee Smith to thump it out of bounds and keep it in the Vikings forward 50.
Viking fans at one end, Cove fans at the other, and there's a lot of them here today.
In the Happy Valley pocket, which is the opposite direction to where Happy Valley is.
You're our geography man, but you're right. 4 minutes and a half gone, 16 plays 21. Umpire's blown his whistle. We're going to have to chuck it back in again, I assume. Throw it back in, of course. Turning out to be quite tricky. So the crowd just falls silent for a moment.
Take a breath. It's that kind of day.
Thrown back in. You know I don't get to take a breath. Holder. Got the tap down. Quick clearing kick for Cove. Man in front came back with the fly really nicely.
Yeah.
Plenty's got to get off him. So that was the captain, Harry Spacey. He's got a runner to his right. Ignores him. Now the umpire says you've got to kick it, champ, and he does. Inside forward 50, all the way at the back. Barrett's there, and it's just going to bounce and roll over the line for a minus score. Bit of chat in the middle of the ground with the umpire and the players. There's a lot of chat in my game this morning too, Phil.
Was it? Did you have a rough day?
A lot of four-letter words, put it that way. None coming from me.
Diddums.
And Holder won't quite get to that one. It's gone over the boundary line. in front of a Hallett Cove bench who, before the game, asked us, always shout out the percentage. They want to know the percentage at every break.
Okay.
They want to know the scores, and I really don't blame them. That kick inside
they'll get up,
450.
percentage is irrelevant.
Bouncing ball, clearing kick, and they can move it off halfback to Cove. The Cobras bounce forward with Wiesel along the outer wing. That ball didn't quite sit nicely. Or did, in fact, for Wordsworth, who's got a runner. Didn't really handball to him at all. This is Dylan Search now, who does hit a chest with the handball. Right along the inner wing, they've swapped sides, and that kick is just too wide there for Caleb Highland.
All right, out of bounds it is. No change to score at Christie's. I think I'm just going to listen to that and chime in with this whenever I can. Thankfully, we're a little bit out of sync. They're about 10 minutes ahead of us.
That cone in the tree is still there, Phil. Wonder if anyone's noticed. That kick didn't go very far. The clearing kick went about 30 centimetres, and that's being generous. Now Wiesel, high up and under. No one really underneath it. They got there in the end from short reach who can bust off a couple, and now he's wrapped up. Umpire says you're gone, son.
Well, it was either going to be one of the most magnificent debut goals you've ever seen or holding the ball. And he just took on too many.
Little's handball was a little short for Hamilton. And now the mark for the captain Spacey, who featured in the best plays 9 times last year, 4 times so far in 2026. Played well today. And I've turned this one over, Phil.
Yep.
So hold
it looked like a pinpoint pass until you realised, hang on.
It didn't go to the right
different
guy.
Colours. Now, Holder thinks he can kick this.
He can.
The only goal they've kicked has been... Oh, no, they've kicked 2. They've been at short range. Let's see if they can bag one from a bit further out. Jeez.
Ugly.
That did not look good off the boot.
So,
all right. Did not cover the distance, did not score. Happy Valley ball in the northwest pocket.
Who kicked the first goal of his quarter? Because I forgot to write that
Highland.
down, Phil.
Caleb Highland?
Yeah,
he only had the one
Highland.
goal kicked.
Yes, you are correct.
Caleb Highland on debut.
And Lincoln Holders had 3 shots a goal. 2 of them haven't even scored.
Yeah, and one behind. Meanwhile, Happy Valley brought it out to Flat the inbound, kick to the goals. He's going to bounce through. It is for a behind.
It just sort of
every score
floated
matters.
towards goal.
Yeah.
It's a minor score there. 28 plays 16, 8.5 minutes gone in this second stanza. Do you see Connor McKenna's goal last night?
No, I didn't watch any footage. I was too busy head down preparing for this epic encounter.
Well, there was about 30 goals kicked last night. I saw 28 of them. And the 2 I missed were 2 goal of a year contenders from the same bloke.
That was Brisbane Collingwood, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Lions got up big time.
Okay. Collingwood lost. What a shame.
So that kick forward for the Vikings. No man in front, though. Actually kicked it straight to Potter. Play's going to move on. Gill kicked the first goal of this match. Now inside 50, and the only man there is the one they really don't want to kick it to. So we're going to wait. Umpire's going to call play on right now. Gives it to Holder. One-on-one contest with O'Donnell. Play's going to move on. Little high, and look at that. Oh, wow. He's just dumped him there. He's set him right up. A hospital hand pass. Umpire says the ball came out, so it's play on. And Hamilton's flying shot has squeezed through. Big moment in this football game. It's goal number 5 for Happy Valley. And the margin just shoots out ever so slightly.
Goal number
5 for
4, I think.
4? If I press the button one too many times.
Maybe.
Do our calculations.
Well, the scoreboard here's got 4-3, which I reckon it's 4-4 to 2-4. I've got to stand up every time to look at it because there's coaches standing in the way. Confusion reigns, folks. But I've got, because that was, and by the way, Moyville kicked another one. Okay.
I'll take your word for
37
it.
to 26, Morford Vale in front at the moment at about the 20-minute mark. Yeah, that was Happy Valley's first goal that way.
Yes.
And they had...
They had 2 in the first quarter.
So that is their
3 in the
fourth.
first quarter.
That is their fourth. And
So
that was
it's
Liam
4-4
Hamilton?
to 2-4. Free kicks come the way of Hallett Cove. Wordsworth is going to take the kick.
Ollie, that was Liam Hamilton?
Yes.
Yep. Kick the goal. Thank you. There's a lot to keep track of at the moment, sorry, folks.
Wiesel darting ball. Look at that. The spear couldn't quite hold it on, though. And Hamill's going to come out wider. Kick all the way wide, very wide and flat. The Sam variety today. His brother Jack was in the 2s. He's taken the mark right out in front of a slowly building up crowd, nonetheless, in front of the netball courts. Play's going to move on. Big fist came in from Wilcox. On the ground now, Hayes at the back, plenty of time, although maybe not as much as he thought. In front of a group of guys all wearing the same colour shirt.
Score update from Ranella. Ranella 8-4, 52. Ironbank Cherry Gardens 1 behind. 51-point lead to the Wineflies.
That is a big margin early on.
And I should add, if you ask the question, could Ranella, as that's a dangerous kick, might just focus on this for a sec. Gee, Hart would have been in mouth then, but thankfully out to Galley. I think Ranella would have to win, I think it was 34 goals I worked out or something, if they would have beat Happy Valley on percentage.
So Wiesel kick forward. Mark's taken. Wordsworth can get it and go. He's got Wiesel to his left again, who's really starting to make a move in this football match and has gone over the top and a mark's taken. And of course it is Riley Holder.
Yeah.
He kicked the first goal of the afternoon for the Cobras. Could well have their third. And he's pushed it to the left-hand side. Why'd he rush it?
Holy.
Little moments like that could cost you dearly when come full time and we see who's in finals.
It's 2-5. It should be at least 4-3. Couple of absolute gettable ones.
Yeah, you're right. Both holders have sort of let their team
both
down.
Christie's Beach at the moment and Hallett Cove battling for that 5th spot. The nerves are getting to him with the goal kicking.
So Wordsworth on top of this. In fact, everyone on top of that, and it's right in front of the inside chambers of the Hallett Cove ground. Very interesting to see how they've got that inside and the outside by the barbecue. I really like this ground, Phil.
Yeah.
They've got a good setup, put it that way. So umpire's going to throw the ball up. Potter's there. Wordsworth's just got to tap it to him. Doesn't quite. Hayes will get it now from Serge. Didn't quite work out. Umpire said it's holding the man. Free kick's heading the way of Hallett Cove. Of the way of Lachlan Hayes. His 11th match of the year. Featuring in the best players last week too. That was in a big win over Ironbank. 77 points, mind you. Big kick and Holder stands up again. So he has a moment to redeem himself, Phil. And you're not even watching the play. You're writing stuff down.
Well, Morpeth Vale have goaled again. Oh. The Emus are 7-1-43. Christie's are 5-12-42. Morpeth Vale in front by a point. And look, here's the thing. You suspect at some point Morpeth Vale will fall over, but follow this kick. It's a good minute for Cove. Holder has 2. He did need to kick that after his last miss. 3-5 to 4-3. Sportal scoreboard. Happy Valley 4-3-27. Cove 3-5-23. That score at Christie's again. Morpeth Vale 7-1-43. Christie's Beach 5-12-42. The longer that Morpeth Vale stay with Christie's, because Christie's can't just win. They have to win big.
Yeah. And how big are we talking?
We're talking they have to make up 22 goals on Cove.
So we're
a mixture of a Cove loss and a Christie's win.
So at least
around
10.
About 22 goals.
It would have to be at least 10, you'd be thinking.
Riley
Holder has 2 goals in the match, kicked 7 last week against Ironbank Cherry Gardens. For a midfielder, that is insane. He goes up, he goes into the rock, he goes back. The guy is just electric. He is everywhere. Tell you what, I'd almost be tempted if I was the Crows to say, hey, Holder, want to play AFL football? They need a man like that.
Well, Eagles could do with a couple of players. Woodville West Torrens, after having 3 departing in the mid-season draft, which is one of the things I hate. And I don't hate much. I don't like to use the word hate, but Mid-season draft is one of those.
I tell you what, Port Adelaide could use a few like Holder too.
Oh, don't get me started on Port Adelaide this week.
Wiesel kicks inside forward 50. And all that may be a little high on Holder. Umpire saw it. Both their SANFL and AFL teams could use some at the moment.
Yeah. No, don't get me started on Port leaving the SANFL. That's
Oh, yeah, of course. They did say that.
They did say that.
You're a traditionalist, aren't you?
They are, well, okay. Traditionalist is where I start from. I'm open to new ideas. Working with you, that was a new idea.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
Holder's going to have a shot here, 35 metres out, to kick basically 2 in a row. He's had the last 3 shots of the game. Holder from 35. And they like it. They scream, come on, and let's go, Cobras. They're starting to make their move now. 4-5 to 4-4. And Hallett Cove have hit the front for the first time in this game. And to be honest, Phil, when it comes to the SANFL and the AFL Reserves League, which looks like it may very well happen, I think an AFL Reserves League is a good idea. Have all the teams in this one league and then have the SANFL as a separate league. Yeah. But the problem I have with that is Port Magpies are a SANFL team. Port Adelaide are an AFL team.
Yeah, Port Magpies died 8 years ago.
8 years ago?
8 years ago. When the Magpies became Port's reserves team, all that made them the Magpies no longer existed bar a name, a jumper and the colours.
Well, that's a deep discussion from Phil. Have to get his extra comments on that. But the mark wasn't paid. That was touched off the boot. Gill, handball backwards. Now moving forward and he's wrapped up Lachlan Hamilton. Would it be normal if we were to have an AFL reserves competition that includes Port Adelaide and then the SANFL had the Port Adelaide Magpies?
If
Different clubs?
20 years ago, that would have made a lot of sense. One of the problems that you found, though, Ollie, was that the Port's supporter base not big enough to support 2 clubs.
Right.
Because there was a Port Adelaide Magpies football club that won 2 premierships. As a separate club, separate entity, SANFL set it up to be totally different. And in the end, they had to merge because the costs, supporter base not big enough to support both. And they said, well, if we merged as one entity, we'll keep them separate. But if they merged as one entity, then we save hundreds of thousands in operating costs.
Lots of discussions around community football, SANFL football, league, and of course the big national game as it's been sort of volleyball tapped over his head from Galley for a minor score
to
there.
move on slightly from that, one thing that was also announced during the week was the SANFL reserves we talked about.
Yep.
We'll be there next year, which I think is a good thing because I think that change will have a pretty large impact. Good, bad, probably mixture will have an impact on community footing. We probably need a year to think about it.
You would know more about the topic than I would. Kramer went for the mark, dropped it. Scores are level, by the way, if you're just tuning in to filming
you'd
footy.
have players like Riley Holder playing at this level, but could get called away to play league at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
And is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's interesting. I think SANFL clubs like South Adelaide could have a squad of 45 players, right? And the 22 that get picked, they play SANFL. The 22 that don't come down to local football.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Here's the thing. Would they, trying to get a SANFL... I'm sorry, folks, you're watching the game in front of you. We will come back to it. Okay. So, you're on the fringe of SANFL.
Right.
You got to go back to SFL level. How many would try and leave a club like Ironbank, Aldinga, Morford Vale and go to Happy Valley, Ranella, and would that not just make the strong stronger and the weak weaker?
Holding the ball's the call as I sit on that field, and I think you're probably right, that's what would happen. And it's going to be a shot on goal here, I believe.
Big one too. Into time on here. So yeah.
So
we should do a podcast show, Ollie. Talk about all things football.
I tell you what.
We need someone in radio who could organise such things.
Yeah, you're right. Funny I knew someone in radio. This is Joel Beach, who started the season in the B grade. Just a test, though, because he got straight into the senior side, and that kick is wayward to the right-hand side. Minor score. It does make the scores no longer level. 30 plays 29. Valley are back in front.
Well, that's interesting because on the scoreboard here, it's got Cove 4-5, Happy Valley 4-4.
I'm not sure about that. I'm going to stick with my own scores.
All right.
Back myself in. Kicks over top. I've been paying attention. I'm not really sure what their scoreboard is doing. So Barrett had a bit of a moment, slipped over in front of us, and now the ball's been knocked over line. The Cove Juniors are still out on the boundary line, in T-shirts, mind you. Maybe a little cold for that.
Yeah, I thought we've been going wide, trying to support us like Ross, but
Ball's going to get thrown in. Does so. Leaning man got the tap for Valley. A couple of players overrun it. One being Frisbee Smith, sort of held back that Happy Valley player, and now just thrown to the ground is Spacey, and we're going to throw it back up.
Half time at Morpeth Vale, and I didn't get a score.
Okay.
It's close. That's all I'm going to say. I think Morpeth Vale is still in front.
So close isn't good enough for Christie's Beach. They must get, we're assuming, at least a 10-goal margin in that game. They've got one whole half to do it.
You know,
and that, if they get a 10-goal margin, they're still going to need Happy Valley to win by potentially a
10,
similar
12.
margin.
So, yeah.
And currently it's only 1 point per difference, so things looking up for Hallett Cove.
2 close games suits Cove magnificently.
Haven't played finals since 2017. Haven't won a final since 2012. That's over 5,000 days ago.
Well, they've won a free kick. Noah Climbs Carlisle has it. Everyone says, kick it to me, kick it to me. He chooses someone in blue in front of the barbecue, which I think is Scott Abbott. It is. Shoots it in board, and that was an uncontested mark to Highland. And the debutant from Pantherland.
He's played well today when he's had his moments.
Here's a chance.
And speaking of the barbecue, you got a hot dog today.
I got a hot dog. You had the chips and gravy.
Wow.
Well, this is massive kick. They all are today. And oh my goodness, oh my lordy lord. Man over the mark, 25 and a reshot. Lockie Hamilton cannot believe it as umpire points to 2 spots where the man on the mark was supposed to be and where Lachlan Hamilton stood. Umpire said one was in front of the other, and now Highland gets the reshoot 25 minutes closer.
Very rare to see that happen at under 15s level, let alone A grade.
Second shot. Crowd is in shock. The goal is kicked. Highland has 2. The Cobras a really good chance here. Forget the little idiosyncrasies with the behinds. Right now it's 5-4. Cove a decent chance to head into half-time in front.
5-point ball game we have. Highland's second of the quarter, second of the match. And I tell you what, Phil, everything is going in the wrong direction if you're a Saints fan.
I did mention how it was close at Aldinga.
Yep.
Aldinga Aldinga 18, Port Noarlunga 20 at quarter time. Well, it's half-time. Port Noarlunga by 33.
So forget about that.
Port Noarlunga 8-5-53. Aldinga 3-2-20.
Got a 6-6-6 problem here. We'll probably get a warning for Hallett Cove.
Is our bingo card almost full?
Yeah, you're right. It is.
We've had the debutant goal. We've had the red card, the yellow card, the
blood rule,
the 666 rule, the stepping over the mark. Opportunities begging.
Moments.
Well, what do we? You said red card. Well, if I was Darnell Tucker, I'd watch myself. What else haven't we had yet? The draw? I don't know.
It's been that sort of moment around the football community. Lots happening as that kick's been pushed forward, and wrapped up was Holder. Umpires had a quick whistle there, mind you.
I should add that if it is a draw here,
sling tackle.
That's good for Cove.
Yep.
That's enough.
Yep.
If it's a draw at Morwood Vale, Christie's Beach, that is more than enough for Cove to get through.
Of course, it is a 2-point margin on the ladder, and 1 point will only give you 1 point. A
Correct.
draw is a draw.
Yeah, Christie's Beach will end up, if either team, A draw and Christie's would still be short. They have to get the win, Cove not win, and Christie's make up the percentage.
So lots going to happen right now if you're a Saints fan. And Shortridge just plucked that one out of the pack.
Debutant goal.
Awesome moment for him. Welcome to A-grade football there for Cody Shortridge. Very little information we have on him, but the players love him.
The mystery man. Kicks a goal on league debut for Cove. That's a mighty moment. Cove have kicked, the last two? Serious momentum into the half. Someone will spread the word about what's happening at Morpeth Vale.
Oh, of course.
And they've just got to hold the line now.
Cove fans would be loving this. The perfect first half for them across both games.
Yeah.
And as we said, haven't played finals since 2017.
Yeah.
I was in primary school in 2017, Phil.
Yeah,
That's how long ago it was.
Well, it's 9 seasons.
It is. 9 years is a long time.
9 seasons of non-football, 8 seasons of non-football. This would be a 9th. Or would it be a 10th? No, 10th. Hey, mate, hey.
So, Donald wrapped up there. As we just got a couple of handshakes from Happy Valley. Cheerful bunch.
I think he thinks we know him. Is that Goodman Glasson, maybe?
No, I think that's Darren Walters.
Oh, of course, Roo, of course.
Who played a couple of A-grade games earlier
big
in the
Roo.
season.
He wasn't wearing his beanie.
Oh, of course, he had the beanie.
Just to fill in, folks, Roo Walters won the beanie when Happy Valley beat Flagstaff at Flagstaff. He was on debut. The big ruckman kicked a massive goal from the boundary that sparked a Vikings comeback. How could I forget? I know why I could forget, Ollie, because I'm old. I know.
You don't have to tell me. Play's going to move on. It was a high sort of kick, and in the end, we're going to throw it back in. And he's just going to hold the ball. Why don't he throw it back in? Instead, he passes to our boundary.
Oh, little kid. That'll make his day. I touched the footy.
Well, it made my day early in the day, put it that way.
And wait till he goes back and watch the stream and you'll see himself on telly.
Well, who's to say he hasn't got the phone in front of him now?
Yeah, that's
He could be screen recording it right now, posting to Facebook.
The reason I think he doesn't have the phone in front of him is because he's 8. But besides that...
He wasn't 8.
Was he?
He was an adult.
Oh, was he? Okay. I was looking at the kid.
He was in his 40s.
Happy Valley. With a bit of work to do, half-time is imminent, and the Vikings gone down. Are they playing for the 25? They are, and they've got it. Oh, as the siren goes, could that be a big 25? Ooh!
25 on fire!
And I'll tell you what, where's the mark? That's 25. Okay, all right. Can you see who's got it?
I can see who's got it. I'd love to give you a number. I believe it is Sam Flatt.
Okay. Kicks this, then we wait. I reckon 18. You are spot on. Well done, Ollie. He's missed. I did say to some of my colleagues, tell us an interesting fact, Junior. I said, Aussie Rules is the only sport where you cheer when your opponent scores.
Yes, that is true. It's a 10-point margin here at half-time. That was a minor score from Sam Flatt. Goal scorers, well, Caleb Highland kicked a couple. Good on him, same as Riley Holder. Shortridge kicked a final goal there, debut goal, and Liam Hamilton. Was he the only man who got a goal for the Vikings?
In that quarter, I reckon so, because I've got 4 or 5, and there were 3 goals at half-time. Now, what I want to do is I'm just waiting for the goal umpires to gather. Interesting, I know the goal umpires have got some assistants with them today. That's interesting.
We'll have some scores in a moment. Of course, you're listening to Filming Footy, Phil.
That's right. We're just going to wait for the goal umpires to come through. All of your thoughts? Because do you know that Christie's Beach, it's a goal either way, half-time. So it's close.
Got some mini-leaguers on the field as well.
Yeah, I said we had them all lined up. They ran through the banner before, remember? So this is what we like. I always find, Ollie, over the years with football, it can get political. Been some clubs that have had a very rough week this week around the football world. And at the end of the day, you come back and you watch the kids play and their sheer enjoyment, and you just go, yeah.
So we'll see if the umpires
as the umpires have a conference, and this is going to be a change because they're not waving the flags.
I think that says it all, Phil. I reckon I might be spot on.
Or are they?
Flags are out.
That's
they're
good.
waving.
Not correct. Not correct.
Ah, right.
The cross is no deal.
You think as an umpire I'd know that. The cross is no deal. Like
Cross
the
is
TV
no
show,
deal.
Right.
So what we might do is they're going to send someone over to the scoreboard to correct it, and then when we get the correction, we'll come back. We'll do that after the break. Cove are in front. That's all that matters if you're Cove.
Yep.
Or Happy Valley for that matter. We'll check a score. We'll come back to you after the break. You're watching the Southern Footy League on Filming Footy.
Our name is derived from the Greek prefix, macro, large. From the day we were born, this has been a promise for the future. We have grown through dedication, sweat, self-denial, faithful to our mission of being on the side of those who put themselves on the line. Through our name, we celebrate the greatness of those who believe there are no obstacles higher than their dreams. The courage to get back up after falling. The obstinacy of believing until the end. These are the values embedded in our logo. The Macron Hero. It's a celebration of sacrifice and tenacity. Up until your personal victory. Until your arms are in the sky. Become your own hero.
Footy analytics made simple. Improve your team performance with My Dartfish Live S. Quickly tag key games actions during or after the match. Replay moments from the match, frame by frame or in ultra slow motion. Access richer content, dive into detailed statistics and filter what matters most with ease. Create playlists to show problems or areas for improvement and share them to your team. My Dartfish Live S supports Aussie rules football coaches to optimise team performance.
And welcome back to Cobra Park, where it is all happening around the Southern Football League. Thanks to ProBuild Australia, Air Diffusion Australia, the Aussie at Hackham, Sam Deman & Co Real Estate, plus of course Dartfish Live Stats, the Sportal Scoreboard, Classic Clashes, UDF Trailers, Archie's Footwear and Filming Footy. The story at half time, if you are a Ranella fan or a Cove fan, you enjoyed your halftime break. If you're a Christie's fan or a Happy Valley fan, you're hoping for something better coming up. We did have the goal umpires check the score, Ollie, and guess what? You were right.
Oh, look at that. What a way to start the second half.
They're not too far away from starting second half. They've cleared the kids, they've got to clear the dogs, they've got to clear the crowds. It is Happy Valley 4-8-32, trailing Cove 6-5-41. Elsewhere, Ranella leading Ironbank 76-8. That means Ranella on cue for minor premiership right now, and let's Happy Valley do something about the deficit.
Okay.
The big shock, not that Cove are in front here, but a Morford Vale are in front at home against Christie's. 7 minutes into the third quarter, Morford Vale 9 goals, 55. Christie's 6, 12, 48. The Saints 8 more scoring shots. They trail by 7. And if that holds, Cove will waltz it into the finals. But the last half of the minor round is set to rock and roll with everything to play for. To get us underway, you're with Ollie Riddle.
Cove, they just need a win or draw. Christie's Beach, they need a win and a Cove loss. It's that simple. And they'll still have to worry about percentage. A big win, you're right. As the third quarter is set to begin, umpire Jared Singlester's going to throw it up. And away we go, Wordsworth into the ruck there with Harry Davenport. And the ball's been knocked out wider. Along the outer wing, he smashed his head into the ground. And Sweet is sort of feeling the punch there. Umpire let that go. On replay, I think he'd make a different decision. And we're going to throw the ball up again on that outer side. It was a big second half here. Had the mini-leaguers, which their season has actually finished. But the two Hallett Code teams decided to play each other at the halftime, which is good. Gives the young kids a chance. Lets the parents come and watch some A-grade football as well. Win-win for everyone involved. And we're going to have another stoppage, I believe, along that outer side, directly opposite the ground from where Phil and I are sitting, who's doing the calculator.
Can tell you Christie's of gold.
Okay.
And Morford Vale of gold.
Wow.
So it is 61-54 Emus.
A lot is happening at Morford Vale. Just as much here at Hallett Cove. They're the two games we've got our eyes on. Wysell wanted it. Didn't get it. Kick forward in front of pretty much everyone. Didn't really land any hands. But now this is Barrett's opportunity. It's going to be Frisbee Smith who picks it up. Ignores Barrett, in fact, and the guy along. It's a good mark there. This is Cooper Rogers, our Anzac Day male medalist.
He's had a haircut.
He has had a haircut.
Unrecognisable.
Well, he is wearing number 13.
Well, he didn't have an umpire on his back. Yeah.
I'm not sure how tuned into you are of all their faces. You can't even hear me.
No,
you've got your headphones in listening to the radio. You can't even hear me.
All right, throw in. Down the end, Happy Valley are going to. The Vikings with work to do. Frisbee Smith kicks it around the body in the corner. I think it went to 15. Tap towards the boundary line. It was touched. Will be another throw in. There's Cooper Rogers. No, he looks a very different man with the haircut, with the binoculars on, I can say. Has we got the helicopter?
The helicopter is
filming footy, sparing no expense, giving us the aerial shots.
Oh, I'm sure.
Practicing for grand final day, no doubt.
And it's getting this right above us now, Phil. Yeah. Play has moved on. We should probably watch that as Josh tries to find it. He's searching. It's in
the trees, that's why. The umpire couldn't find it. If the umpire can't find it, can't blame Josh.
I'm not talking about the ball, I'm talking about the helicopter.
Okay.
Play's going to move on, holding the ball there. Can't quite find a helicopter in the sky. We can hear it. We have found the ball. And Josh goes searching again. It's not going to come up on TV, unfortunately. Free kicks paid here. Happy Valley's way. I'd love the first goal. And it's going to be Reece Strinner, who played only B grade last year, Phil.
16 games.
13 A grade games this season. So that's quite the achievement.
Yep. Kicked 2 goals from his 13 A grade games.
He's going to line up from 30 metres out. Tough angle. Holder did make it look pretty easy from there before. Strinner curls to the left-hand side, and the kick is on its way. It's going to drop short, and it's going to be just thumped over the line by that man Holder, and it's our first score of the second half.
It was fascinating that it was Cove who was so inaccurate in the first quarter, then Happy Valley could not find the goals in the second quarter, which was all down to the southern end, that miss to the north. Stringer couldn't take the mark. It will be a pick up by Riley Holt. A hand pass out, comes back to him now. Frisbee Smith intercepts by the boundary, moves it on, 1-2 back to Smith, right by the boundary line, somehow escapes, kick partially smothered. It's a hot and tense. It's been a very entertaining game of football that's had a little bit of everything so far. We'll be thrown in front of a contentious scoreboard and about 5 kids, heads peering out from above.
So that scoreboard still says 4-6, when I'm pretty sure it's 4-9.
Yes, it hasn't been corrected. Oh, holy balooly.
In a game that's going to be as tight as this, you'd think that'd be out onto the scoreboard.
That shocks me, actually, because the goal umpires told a marshal. I intercepted the goal umpires coming off. They gave me the score, which was 4-8, and it hasn't been amended. Far out.
So this is a big moment for Tom Barrett, who's got the free kick. Spent most of the year in South Adelaide's reserves, only playing the 5 games so far at A-grade level. So the Vikings are glad to see him back in the team. And this kick here, well, they'd love the first goal, Phil, just to really...
Well, they need the first goal.
Yeah, that too. They need to really start the fire. The Vikings stretches off to the right-hand side. The shot is off, and it's just going to go again to the right-hand side. And soft hands, the umpire's blown his whistle for a minor score. It has gone through. And I believe that is 4-10, 34 to 6-5, 41 Cove's way.
I mean, look, my first job in footy was a young kid doing the scoreboard. So I never ever want to see young kids not being a chance to be involved. But that's got to be marshalled a bit.
I
In a game of consequence, can you imagine if a minor premiership or a final spot is decided and the scoreboard error is involved with that?
I would be getting an adult up there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Wilcox has it.
3/4 time over, they'll sort that out. If not, I'll bloody sort it out.
Should be sorted out at this very moment. Should have
Sorry.
already been sorted out. As the mark is taken, nicely done by Stolt. He's got a lot of people in front of him, flooding forward the Copperers. He waits, he'll be told to play on, has been now. Kick up to half forward. Good strong mark there. That came from Liam Hamilton, who has 26 goals of the year, including 5 against Hallett Cove, mind you.
Harry Spacey between the arc and the square defensively. That kick over. Barrett comes out. Good grab. Taking a while to get up. Might have felt that one. I think he has felt that one. He's up. Meanwhile, the Grand Central Station has changed.
Lots of players coming off and
As
coming back on.
Davenport comes off for Thompson. Kick to the pocket. The front and square, if it'll sit, it won't sit for Gill. Right in front of our scoreboard. It's going to be another throw in. Of course, the keeper of the scores are the goal umpires. They are the source of all truth.
Yep.
What they have is it. And of course, they can't move unless it's a break. So,
yeah. So I fear that scoreboard will be incorrect for the rest of this quarter. It all depends on what the goal umpires say. As you say, Phil, ball's over the line through Tucker, and we're going to chuck it, going to throw it back in.
So, crowd a little calm at the moment, sensing a bit of foreboding about what could happen here, because there'll be a winner that'll be really happy with the result. Minor Premiers finals, or a loser that either that's it, season over, or darn, we've got to come and play Flagstaff Hill next week. We'll be there, by the way. Filming Footy will be at the qualifying final at Morford Vale. Flagstaff Hill, preparing as we speak. I wonder who'd they be watching.
Wow.
Who'd they be watching to prepare? I guess we're it.
Well, we are it.
Ranella is filmed as Tucker. Kick Ranella, by the way, is absolutely doing the job on Onbank Cherry Gardens. Is that's going to be paid a mark? Going to be paid a push, I can only suggest. Nick Kramer straight in front.
9 goals in his last 3 games, which includes today.
So you've got it 4-10 for Happy Valley?
I have it 4-10.
Okay, 4-10 to 6-5. Interestingly, Happy of Cove have not scored since half-time. I'll get an...
So Kramer's going to line up. 35 out, directly in front. They need to let this one go through, and you can hear the crowd too. So it's now 5-10 for the Vikings. It's a 1-point margin, 7.5 minutes into this third quarter. It's our first goal, by the way. It breaks a run of 1, 2, 3, 4 goals for Hallett Cove.
Okay.
Silence, Phil.
No, it's 4 in a row, Hallett Cove.
Yes, now it's 1 for...
Okay, breaks about to say.
It breaks 4
It breaks the run of 4 in a row. Okay. Yep, no, fair point. That's what happens when I'm getting a bit of one and a bit of the other. Let me go to Ranella.
Right, you're all over the place.
Change the topic. Well, Ranella have raised the bat. They're into the third quarter, and it's the Wineflies, 16-4-100. Ironbank Cherry Gardens have kicked a goal. They're 1-3-9. Port Noarlunga 11-9. So change that to 12-9, 81. Aldinga 3-2-20. So Concord Ivers and Wineflies will get percentage boosting wins.
Kick forward. That came from Kramer, our goal scorer, and the mark's taken. And speaking of raising the bat, do you see Cam Green's 100 the other day?
No, I was calling women's footy at the time, I think.
Well,
a highlight and a pretty dark week for Aussie cricket, but a great week for cricket overall. And I think that's probably what you should focus on. But Cove, first time with a bit of the ball. Let's see if they've still got some run.
Wasn't a tackle.
Oh, it was a bump, not a tackle. You can't pay hold on the ball if you bump. Is that the concept, Ollie?
Yes. So the umpire put the whistle away. Good call.
Yeah. And that was Scott Abbott who got bumped.
So we're going to throw it up here. Holder into the ruck. He's got Thompson with him. Wiesell's down there. We're going to try again. Throw the ball back up. Right in front of the scoreboard. The scorers, mind you. The official timekeeper's box. Holder dishes it off. Quick clearing kick forward. The other holder's got to chase it. Got the handball. Moving forward. Highland over his head. Wiesell can pick it up. Couldn't quite first time, and it's going to take a while before the ball's going to come out. It's going to come out the Vikings' way. This is Barrett right in front of us. Mark's taken. Max Gill directly in front of us. Is it exciting? Have you got breaking news?
Because you can't trust me to remember. 23 minutes gone of the third quarter. Christie's Beach, 8-14-62. Morpeth Vale, 11-3, 69. The Emus by 7.
So it's about halfway through the third quarter.
No, well, in that game, it's 22-minute mark.
22-minute mark in the third quarter. So they need to win and win very, very well, Christie's Beach.
They're almost going to have to catch up 20 goals in a quarter.
It's really fallen off for them.
Good, JT! That's the one!
Many people had them favourites today too to get that fifth spot.
That if Morpeth Vale, even if Morpeth Vale go down narrowly, that's the upset of the season without getting a win, let alone if they win.
Got a player down here, and we're just waiting for him to either come off the ground or maybe he's winded. It's Riley Holder. He's actually clutching his arm, and it could be a red card, Phil. I reckon it is. He's got to come off the ground. Cannot believe it. Holder's just gotten up. And I am very surprised to see that. So that's Jordan Thompson, who's come off the ground complaining. He's been told to go into the sheds. I believe it is a red card. It's hard to see what colour it is.
They're down a player now.
They are down a player. 25 metres for Riley Holder.
I don't think so, but I'll double check. You can't replace him, not for the 10 minutes.
They can't replace him. I believe it is actually a yellow card because they're talking about 10 minutes. So kick inside forward 50. And oh, look at that. Shortridge has popped up with a big mark.
This could almost be for a final spot, you know.
I'd almost take you seriously if you weren't on your phone. trying to do all sorts of different stuff, just popping your head up. Shortridge is going to have a shot here, 40 metres out, directly in front. And I do think you're right, Phil. 12 minutes gone. For a guy who is making his A-grade debut, can really stamp some authority on this entire season for Cove. This is a big opportunity, and it's Shortridge's ball, and the shot has gone through. We'll wait on the umpire's call, and he gives it. It's a goal. Hallett Cove kick another. It's their 7th of the match. They are 7-5, 47 to 5-10, 40. This gets even more interesting.
It does indeed. Well, what did you have as the point score, by the way? 5-10 to 7-5?
Correct.
Scoreboard is now correct.
There you go. Ball's coming back to the middle now, and 25 is a 30-goal difference now between the two teams.
Yeah, no, that's correct. Yeah,
it's pretty much
the
finished.
Fifth spot is Cove's to lose. They could lose here narrowly, and I think they're still going to be right.
They could lose, yeah.
Not that you ever go out to do that. I mean, they would love to go into the final. I mean, earn it, get the win, earn it.
And of course, Happy Valley have only beaten Ranella.
Correct.
So it just makes it even more interesting. The Vikings have got to lift if they want top spot, mind you. They want the week off, otherwise it could be Ranella's. Gill had it, lost it. Lots of players goes in deep. Do we have any scores between Port Lunga and Aldinga?
You know, our cameraman Josh.
Okay.
Intelligent man.
He's an intelligent man.
He said a thought. I was just thinking about Shortridge's kick 2 and Highlanders kick 2. 4 of whatever of the 7 to debutantes. And he said, could you give them both a prize?
How many prizes do we have on us?
1 Archie's footwear, 1 beanie.
I do have some prizes in the back of my car.
All right, I reckon. I don't know. It's early days. I'm going early and I shouldn't do it publicly. I have a feeling. I don't know. Let's see.
Holder's going to get the free kick here. Phil is just hinting that we have a multiple interview. Little does Phil know it's me who has to organise it.
That's it.
It's easy for him to say.
Yep.
Kick smothered. Not Holder's finest moment. Now Search. Inside 50, ball at the back. They jumped up, was Wordsworth, and in the end it's going to be Lillis to take it out of defence. Frisbee Smith just outside 50, but he's been run down. Ball's loose. It's holding the footy.
Give him a beanie.
And maybe Shortridge is in front without Archie's footwear, an iconic Dartfish filming footy beanie.
He's only looking at the goals.
He just
puts it in the correct spot.
He decides not to go to the goals. Puts it up, no mark. Ball's come out to Search. On the boot. Look at it sail through. Hallett Cove are storming home. And they are just moments away from their first final series in 9 years.
The third quarter is often called the Premiership quarter. That'll be in 4 weeks. This could be let's play finals for the first time in 9 years quarter. Cove have come out of the change rooms. Happy Valley looked rattled. They're down a player.
Yes.
And there's a bit of chatter happening
between our timekeeper and Reece Strinner. I would say focus on the football.
Scoreboard. 8-5 to 5-10.
And now Wiseau kicks it forward. Got quite the discussion in front of us, Phil, because now the water boy's involved. And everyone but the president has stepped out and joined in.
Hey, we got a bingo card filled, by the way, with that red card.
Well, was it red or yellow? I called red initially, but it might have been yellow.
Okay, might have been yellow. No, because the Happy Valley interchange says can't be substituted.
And they're still the man down.
Yeah.
So you're right, we've officially completed bingo. Didn't shout out, though.
Yeah, we didn't.
So lots of players around it. Wiesel picks it up. Ryle on the outer wing. He's ripped up and thrown to the ground. And the umpire has paid a free kick. It's a Slino, I believe. I'd have to see a replay to know whether that was the correct call. our umpires are usually pretty well on the ball, especially Jared Simister. So marks taken by Max Sweet. A run of 3 straight matches hitting the scoreboard. Before this, he didn't actually kick a goal in 15 games. We'll see if he can continue it to make it 4 in a row and the ball's over the line. He'll have a quarter to do that. And the Cove guys have sat themselves back down there, Phil.
Yep. They're giving the boundary umpire some encouragement. The field umpire is saying, depart the premises.
So I've got to pack it up and move back just a couple of metres.
Oh, we're going to stop the game to move the players. Okay.
A little leaguer. Why don't you call some footy, Phil?
All right, I can if I can see it. Tap down by Cove.
You have
back
a TV
towards
in front of you.
that group of players. They see the colours. There's a kick off the ground and it's gone across the face of goal. And it goes, ooh, it's a miss. Cove, 8 goals, 6. Now they were 0-4 and then went to 8-5. So they kicked 8 goals, 1 in that period of play. They're now 8-6. Happy Valley 5-10. By my maths, 54-40. 14-point lead. Was that good enough?
That was pretty good. I give you credit. That was quick maths. Tucker right on the line. In fact, it was Barrett, mind you. Player's going to move on. Darting forward. Good kick forward for the Vikings. That came from Rogers, who's going to get it back here. And it's a left foot snap from the boundary, and it's
on the full.
It's into the tree, along with our cone.
That cone is still there.
The cone is still there, and the ball is somewhere down there.
There it is. Josh found it.
It's going to be kicked back into play, heading back in a similar direction. Galley's underneath it. Holder got there first, a Lincoln variety. Now Galley, quick clearing kick towards the boundary line, could go over. In fact, look at that bounce. It stays in, it rolls right past us, Phil. And now picked up from Morton. Wordsworth over his head. Holder, Morton kept on running right along the boundary line. They moved it from one side of the oval to the other. And a rolling football will be intercepted. Takes him on. Just gets the kick. Crowd scream ball. Spacey does enough to intercept. Frisbee Smith. Spacey from one end to another. All the way back for Happy Valley. Mark's taken. They move it on. Gill's going to kick it inside 50. And a man out the back. And he'll waltz in Harry Davenport. Wow, did you see that play? It's just slingshot back and slingshot back again. Goal's been kicked from Happy Valley. Coast
to coast play, the best play we've seen from the Vikings all afternoon. I was thinking that they looked a little bit like Rocky on the Rocky bout with the other fighter on the ropes, and they just hung in there. And once they created space, away they went. And was it Fleet or that Davenport was able to get open?
Yep.
And kick a much-needed goal that brings it back to within 2. It brings it back to 8 points.
Do you want to know a true story? I've never watched any of the Rocky films.
Never watched any of the Rocky films.
Never watched any of the...
Now we've got a busy off-season for you.
Busy off-season. What's the other magic one? Not Harry Potter, the other, Lord of the Rings. Never seen that either.
Okay. I thought I could ask there were 3 Lord of the Rings. There was endless Rockies.
Isn't there like
now Barrett's saying claiming
movies?
it, umpires saying it's a Happy Valley free, but no advantage, which there wasn't. Lockie Hamilton downfield. It's getting a little umpire-centric just at the moment. We'll come back to Lockie Hamilton. 3/4 time's got to be imminent. I think they're into the final at Morpeth Vale.
21 minutes gone.
Spacey. Interesting tactic when you're behind. You've got a little bit of momentum, but okay. Creates the play by going out to Benny Ryan. And Benny Ryan has missed everything. There is that little bit of a breeze across to the outer side today. Out of bounds in front of the second set of cricket nets. There's 2 here, 1 in each outer pocket. And the netball courts, which are vacant today for the first time we've been down here.
So player's going to move on. Holder, look at that. Shows some strength this way, that way. Instead, turns his back, goes towards goal. Rolling ball got past everyone. Now it gets really exciting. Picked up. Kick off the deck. It's going to roll through. And the umpires are going to meet. Free kick's gone the way of Happy Valley, I believe. And we're not going to have a score.
No, he missed anyway. Goal umpire signalled out of bounds.
So there you go. I got excited all for nothing.
Yeah. Well, that that would have been the moment, wouldn't it? That would have been the moment.
Spacey to bring it back into play. Short kick, Hamilton, marks. That's Liam. Now overhead, Frisbee Smith, marks. They've moved it outside 50. But this is where it gets tricky. Short ball, ignores Barrett. Right to the line and the mark's taken. Nicely done, Sebastian Oliver. Only every Oliver has good hands. And another good opportunity. This is good ball movement. Gets really interesting now. Handball on to Cody Cox. From downtown goes bang. It's a team lifter. Cody Cox, goal number 7 for the team. First for him. They'll get around him. And just a little sniff for the Vikings, Phil.
Just the sniff. I mean, again, coast to coast.
Yes.
Transition. They've brilliant mark in front of us by Seb Oliver. They've got run in the legs still. And despite the fact, and I've got to look around here, I can't count to 18 when moving players, but you get a feel with those last 2 goals that Happy Valley have the extra player on the field and have been able to create the loose man. How do you do that with one less?
It's an amazing story, Phil, and I'd love to tell you, but simple fact is, I don't know.
Just a lot of time creating space comes down to work rate.
Yeah, I think it's about running hard.
And late in the third quarter, in a pretty tight game, it's really hard to find that work rate.
The Vikings have certainly found it there. A couple of goals going end to end. They've kicked 2 in a row.
2
after
points.
That Dylan Search goal, and it's back to a 2-point margin. Cove lead.
Wineflies was 10 minutes ago. Winefly fans were making plans for next Saturday that didn't involve footy. Now it might.
So Barrett inside forward 50. Good mark. Well done. Used his opponent wisely. Cox, he just pushed him out of the way. And it's not Cox, mind you. This is our man with the haircut, Cooper Rogers.
Well, let's see if it was a Samson kind of thing, or whether he's more aerodynamic now and can kick farther.
Samson?
You don't know Samson and the long hair?
Clay Samson?
Samson and Delilah?
No.
Oh boy, long off season. Okay, I'll share after the kick.
Rogers is going to have a shot. He wasn't born in the 50s, unlike Phil, and that's a high ball and it's wider too.
1 point.
1 point the margin.
Now the scoreboard's under pressure. Scoreboard's not moving, I should add. Scoreboard's not moving. Now they are. It's okay.
Mark in front.
Stringer.
Being paid. This is Reece Stringer.
It's been a big 10 minutes for the Vikings. They looked on the edge. They've kicked the last 2 goals. They're looking more threatening up forward. They have it inside 50. And we've got a stoppage. What's the time gone, Ollie?
25.
25. So we've had enough goals that it will be a couple more.
Talk to me about this Samson.
Samson and Delilah, biblical story.
I have heard of it.
Samson was gifted
Scores
incredible strength through as long as he kept his long hair.
Okay.
This person from the enemy befriended Samson and in his sleep cut his hair.
Ooh.
Samson did not have the strength anymore. That's the crux of it.
It's quite the fairy tale, Phil. My favourite fairy tale is row, row, row your boat. So scores are level across this ground. We should ask our
It is level. Yeah.
player of the match what his favourite fairy tale is. Don't think he'd be saying Samson and Delilah, put it that way. As the siren blows, it was a big third term, the premiership quarter, and that right there means it is 3 at quarter time. 8-6-54 plays 7-12-54. This is going down to the wire. Both teams, even Stevens, as they say, which is good for Hallett Cove and good for Morfett Vale and Christie's Beach. We'll get scores update
Well,
there
I
from
can tell
Phil.
you they're into the final quarter at Morfett Vale, and Morfett Vale 12-6-78, starting to get a bit inaccurate. Christie's Beach 9-17-71. Morfett Vale still by 7 into the final quarter.
Christie's Beach down by 7. Scores are level here. Everything going the way of Hallett Cove. We'll see if it can change.
Because Christie's haven't broken it open at Morford Vale, and because they're still in the battle here, that's almost a finals gaining quarter by Cove. Final quarter of the Mana round. It's going to be a biggie coming up after the break. Welcome back, Cobra Park, where it is all happening. The huddle, the Cove huddle. Describe that for me, Ollie Riddle.
Huge is the word. Huge.
Loud.
And loud. Enthusiastic. They got around the players like it was grand final day at three-quarter time, which it basically is for them. This is their big game of this season.
Yeah. This is the season for Cove. I think they're pretty much there. Can tell you I've got Morford Vale over Christie's by 6. Even if Christie's have a 6-goal final quarter and win by 5 or 6 goals, the percentage not enough. Happy Valley need to win. I have heard elsewhere that Ranella, who are thumping Ironbank by 98 points, they can't catch up percentage. I just recalculated it. They're still behind by about 1.4 on current scores, so I'm not sure where that's come from. But we've cleared the crowd. It's all tied up. Can Cove claim a finals berth? Can they earn it themselves, or will they need some help? Can Happy Valley get the minor premiership? It's all up to the next half hour. You're with Ollie Riddle.
Gill, inside 50 kick for Happy Valley. Gets all the way to the back. Hamilton searching for it. Going to pick it up first. Decides to go right in. The boundary line may have got there. Umpire's called it. The boundary umpire has said the ball's gone over line. But a crowd down there, I'm going to say it didn't. Well, they were Hallett Cove crowd, so maybe they were cheering, but it went over the line. Ball's going to get thrown in anyway. Back inside, forward 50 for the Vikings. Quick kick, it's gone through. Just like that. The man's Joel Beach. The check side from the rock tap. And suddenly Happy Valley are in front. It is What are you putting your hands up for?
Just confirming the number that kicked it.
I already said his name. Feels hearing gets old. Yeah, just nodding your head.
Who kicked it?
Joel Beach kicked
Thank
it.
you.
Oh, you wanted me to know who kicked
Number
it?
9.
Okay. Joel Beach
All
kicked
right.
it.
Well, Conchetti Christie's have just hit the front at Morfett Vale. Not a good minute for Cove. Percentage, they should still be right, but it's Happy Valley leading by one straight kick. Now it's Ranella with hearts and mouths. We're back in the middle. Stringer in ruck. Wordsworth held his ground. They go to ground and it will be a secondary stoppage. Next week, the finals. Morfett Vale will host the qualifying Flagstaff Hill versus Ranella or Happy Valley. Elimination final. Port Noarlunga versus Christie's or Cove. So Noarlunga will host the elimination between Port Noarlunga and Christie's and Cove.
It's nice to get a bit of a life into that place. And the free kick's been called, heading the way at Hallett Cove. They need this. And it's been 25-2. They'll love that as well. So this is our man Caleb Highland, who's done some good stuff today. Didn't see him a lot in that third term, mind you. Meanwhile, Shortridge really shined, put it that way. But Happy Valley are in front. Kick forward as high, it's long, it's right to the edge of the goal line. Bouncing ball. We're going to throw it back in. It's just gone out of play, Phil.
All right. Can Cove respond? Here's their chance. Throw in right behind that behind post. Whistle's blown. Nobody's reacting. It's a poor boundary throw in. That's the ruling. We'll go again. Pressure on everybody. It's in. Land in the goal square. Holder got the tap. I reckon that was Davenport with the kick out. It's into space. I got 211's Tucker, who got the hand pass out just from Chase Humphreys, who did exactly that. Kept the ball in the vicinity. Now Happy Valley down the wing, but it's taken a grab by the Cobras. Now they'll have a chance to go back from whence it came.
So this is Noah Climbs' Carlaw. Handles it off behind him. Inside 50 ball now. Can they spot off a target? There's lots of Vikings down there. Play's going to move on. He's wrapped up. Umpire says it's going to be mine. No, he's called a high free kick. So it's heading the way of Happy Valley. That was little. Spot up Tucker. So from 12 to 11, can we find Lachlan Hamilton at number 10? Tucker short kick. Doesn't spot up Hamilton, instead he spots up Stringer. And Hamble moves on, so they used the ball so well, the Vikings. You can tell why they're on top. They're on top for a reason. Cox, kick all the way at the back. It's a one-on-one. Stolt's going to get there first. It's 50-50 ball. The man is Roach, in fact. Hamilton's there. Frisbee Smith has time. Shot off, and it's just to the left-hand side. Minor score. 5-point ball game, 4.5 in.
Okay. Yep, with the behinds. Kick comes in from Cove. Right in front of us here, you're filming footy team. Oshrither, Phil Hurden and Josh on camera. Out of bounds in front of the Happy Valley bench, which is down one. Ollie, you did confirm at three-quarter time that they are down one.
It was a red card to Jordan Thompson. Got a replay of the incident. Looked like a bit of a trip in the ruck, mind you. A very peculiar incident. Not many umpires have seen that before. I'm sure will be discussed throughout the season, especially if it's a red card coming into finals. You won't want to miss one. So a lot of umpiring
Christie's
coordinators have a lot to do with that during the week.
9.
They're out.
Yep.
Holder.
Not by much.
Short kick. Phil's chatting with someone in the crowd.
Got an update from Morfett Vale. Keep thinking it's at Christie's. It is at Emu Park. It is Morfett Vale. They kind of stopped. 12-6-78. Christie's 11-21. It is an 11-point margin. 12 minutes into the final quarter. It is not enough for the Saints.
Ball handled out wide. And they're going to kick a goal. And it's... Well, the crowd didn't scream. And that's because it's just a minor score. If that. In fact, it's just gone out of bounds altogether. Wasted opportunity there for the Vikings.
So just to confirm, it is Happy Valley by 7. 8-6 to 8-13.
And they've just turned it over. Devastating for Hallett Cove, and it begins to fall apart. They should be playing finals, but they want to win this game too. This is Liam Hamilton, who's shooting for goal number 2. He's about 35 out, directly in front. This will need to go through for the Vikings' sake, and it does. Suddenly the margin extends. Liam Hamilton has kicked the goal. It is a 13-point margin. It's getting tougher for Cove, Phil.
And a goal to Christie's, 12-21-93 to 12-6. So they've kicked 12 goals each, and now it's Christie's 15 more scoring shots, leading by 15 points. And it is not going to be enough for Christie's.
So
that game is going to finish before ours. So if you hear a little roar go around here, it's when the words got out, I reckon.
It's almost like an election where we can call it early.
And
Are we calling it early, Phil?
I can't see how Christie's can play finals.
There you have it. Filming Footy's own Phil Herden is calling it.
They've kicked
Christie's
the last
Beach
4
will not be
goals.
playing
They
finals.
needed to kick the last 24.
Hallett Cove are in finals. They're going to love that as Hamilton's going to collect this football. No, intercepted, half intercepted because Hamilton still picks it up. Now Spacey run down, umpire says play on, got a kick. Not so sure about that. Search, handball forward, Holder. This is Kai Potter from long range, and it's a one-on-one. Was it front-on contact? Umpire says no. I think I may have paid it. He, of course, in a better position than me. And now the kick back inside forward 50. It's a mark taken. Came from Zachary Thomas, and in the end, it's Jamie Little who's got it. Jaden Little, mind you. Big crowd on that far side, Phil. Huge of them. And they're going to roar in a moment when Morford Vale have sealed a big victory. Mark taken, man in front, who's going the wrong way. Galley is lost, and there's one for the low reels. Kicked inside forward 50. No one can really fly. It's the man who kept his feet on the ground who's taken the mark. Short ball. Mark. This is Hamilton. They're going to move the ball up towards the wing, but it's cut off. Ty Baston, who played for Meadows and Ranella as a kid before making the switch to the Cobras in 2023. He may be playing finals. Well, we're pretty confident he will. Umpire's paid a free kick. Heading the way of Hallett Cove. As you can hear the roar, not sure what it was for. Could be chop of the arms, mind you. And they're going to need this for the sake of this particular game. It's a game within a game at the moment, Phil.
Yeah, it's 1 goal, 7 is your margin. This to make it 7, and Cove would want to make the finals. I mean, they make the finals on their own efforts from what's happened before today.
Couldn't be in better hands. Holder, they like it. Well, Valley like it because he's just put it straight out of bounds on the fall. So it's not going to score there. So the margin will remain at, well, it is a 13-point margin.
What do we got as time gone, Ollie?
We're about to hit. We're 5 seconds away from 10 minutes.
Okay.
In
All right,
fact, we just hit it.
Happy Valley football. Christie's and Morford Vale have probably got about 10 minutes left. Christie's in front, but nowhere near enough for them. Kramer has it in front of the netball canteen. It's all the case now of finals to mine being decided. It's Coves. It's all about the minor premiership now.
Mark.
It's Humphreys. Chase Humphrey finds a target on just attacking side centre wing. Plenty of people in this game, by the way, I should add. They're well scattered. And nice grab taken in defence. I think both teams are kind of playing a bit of keepings off at the moment now. That's an interesting kick to Lillis. That's why, because they've got Ryan, they've got an extra man. Goodness knows how they've got an extra man. Looking for Spacey. This is where Cove have some numbers now. Cooper Rogers tried to batter it forward. Abbott tapped it forward. He's copped one high too. Unintentional, I'm pretty sure. Rogers the tap out into the pocket. Ball takes a bit of a crazy bounce. Now they want ball.
Should be
Everybody
ball.
wants the
Should
ball.
be ball.
You have a ball, you have a ball. And umpire says, Happy Valley, that's holding the ball.
How obvious can it get?
There's your crowd getting into it.
Sebastian Oliver will be taking the kick. Ticked 2 goals last week. Featured in the best players last time he played Cove as well. The truck is beeping the horn. The horn is out. Can't believe you missed it, Phil.
I heard it. I heard it on top of you and whatever else I'm listening to.
So trying to put Sebastian Oliver off. Kick, tough angle. How does it look? It starts right, and it's just going to hold the line there for a minor score. And I tell you what, if I was a Christie's Beach player, Phil, not making finals, but still beating Morpeth Vale by a fair margin, I think I'd feel comfortable about that. But only winning by, 10 points at a maximum? That's pretty disappointing. Wilcox, short step, just in time, didn't fall over. Now Wordsmith, right in the back, and he's been shoved into the ground. Umpire says, my ball. And that's the tricky thing there, because if he hit his head instead of his shoulder first, it's a sling tackle. But he didn't hit his head first, yet it's not a sling tackle. But it was the same motion from the tackler. Bit of a confusing rule.
Goes to Barrett. Don't argue, says Tommy Barrett. That was appreciated by all who saw it. Happy Valley.
13 minutes.
One out of bounds. Tap forward. Chance for Happy Valley to go again. Barrett. Thought for a sec he was thinking he was going the wrong way. That was a sideways kick. Even benefit of the doubt. Stolt has it. Lost it. Taps it forward. On to Lincoln Holder. 21 gone at Morpeth Vale. And Riley Holder can take a while here in front of the scoreboard.
So Holder has kicked 2 goals already. In fact, 3 goals. Hasn't kicked any in the second half though. This for number 4. He puts it to the right hand side. It's tapped through. The umpire's blown a whistle. And it's going to be a Vikings free kick, so the score won't count.
And at the moment, the scores are still important. I mean, 2 goals, 8, 20 point. No, 1 goal, 8. Apologies, 14 points. Those differences between points and out of bounds still important. As that kick is...
Mark's been paid. The boundary umpire fell silent.
They're still playing on. There's stuff happening in 2 parts of the ground. Now it goes out of bounds. Okay.
What was happening there?
Yeah. Happy Valley are up and about thinking that there might be another red card against Cove, but as the Happy Valley player was floored a little late, umpire played advantage. That's why it's down the other end of the ground.
Ball's been thrown in and the umpire's blown a whistle. We're going to try again. That
so
must
Ollie,
be the error.
Might want to start thinking about some best players on the day.
Yeah, I did look a second ago, and I'll be honest, I did not like it. No real standouts, which I suppose that's good because you're a good team. And they march this ball forward. Maybe we shouldn't be thinking about the Valley yet. Slips. Couldn't quite get there, Morton. Big opportunity. Crowd go, ah. And now it's Frisbee Smith, who has played well.
Frisbee Smith in the back pocket, decides to go across goal. Shortridge is in fast pursuit, but won't get there in time. Right in front of that kind of cheer squad down in the northeast pocket. Happy Valley have moved it around the ground with a bit of speed. Now with Gill. Gill goes back. Oh, it's Happy Valley who have the lead. Everyone the others. Well, it's with Lockie Hamilton. Spills out of bounds.
16 and a half minutes in. Only moments away from what may be a Happy Valley victory, but really the big victory goes to Cove. You're a little short of breath, Phil. You're not very speaking often. As Thomas is wrapped up, umpire didn't see his head hit the ground. It was only very light. The umpire actually called for time out there. Stuck up a tee. Not really sure what that was all about.
You reckon timeouts would ever work in Aussie rules?
I would be very, very surprised if players listen to a timeout.
That's what you have runners for.
Yeah, well, that's a fair point. Get rid of the runner. Umpire Jared Simister chucks it back up. Phil's writing something down. He's got a new score. Hear from it in a moment. Hamilton, handball to him behind his back, in fact, and we'll throw it in right by the Happy Valley bench, who are getting restless, put it that way.
All right, it's Christie's by 21. They've cracked the ton, 14-26. If Christie's had to kick 26-14, it'd be a very different story. But that's, that's getting late in that game. Getting reasonably late here. Happy Valley trying to put some icing on the cake here. Gill from long distance. Open goal, and that might be enough. That might be enough. Gill from long distance. Christie, where am I? Happy Valley, 10-14, 74. It's Cove, 8-6-54. That's 20 points, and I don't think Cove are coming back from that.
That is all she wrote for both matches there. Hallett Cove are going to play finals. Well done to them on a terrific season. But again, they've come close to beating these top teams without beating them. Maybe they're saving the best till last come September.
They're back in the middle. What time we got, Ollie? Sorry.
You've got 18 and a half minutes.
18 and a half. Well, time enough if good enough. It's gone kind of quiet here. I reckon there'll be a roar in about 5 minutes. Well, when everybody gets their calculators out. I've just got to update the scores and I can tell you what the percentages are. It's still a decent percentage. Free kick will go to the Valleys, who just needed to win. Ranella have had a thumping win, but they needed to have a super thumping win. And I don't think they're going to get there with that. Around the body, Roach.
So the mark was taken. And now the kick inside forward 50, and it's nice hands from Tucker in front of the truck. Those wheels are ginormous, Phil. Would you like to put some of them on your four-wheel drive? What sort of car are you walking around with now?
At the second, Christie's 15-26, 116.
He's going to have a talk with the Cove assistant.
Morpeth Vale 12-7,
He'll have a big smile about that.
38.
Now the kick comes to the goal square. It flows through, in fact. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. So this game's getting out of hand now. Yeah. Happy Valley are all over
28-minute mark.
That's a big goal there. It's goal number 11 for them. We'll get the name in just a moment's time. What do you think of that, Phil?
Nice goal.
You didn't even see it. Where did he kick it from? You got no idea.
He kicked it from the southern end.
Oh, a whole end. You've got no idea. You're busy talking, you're listening to radio, you're checking up scores here and there.
It's almost over at Christie's and I want to get that final score. If I don't get the final score, because they'll probably only say it once. 11-14 to 8-6.
So Oliver was into the ruck. Quite a tall boy. All Olivers are very tall.
26 points.
And handsome. Takes the bounce. Hallett Cove forward. And in the end, it's intercepted there. That's Jaden Little, who's played well today. Played under 18s for South Adelaide, which was 10 years ago, though.
So I said that Christie's would have to make up about 130-ish points.
Yep.
Between this deficit and Christie's lead, which stands at 37 at the moment, they've got a real wriggle on, but too late. They've only carried 61, about half of, not even half of that. But when I do get a sec and people stop kicking goals around the league, I'll work out a percentage for everybody.
It's almost as if we need a fourth person.
Yeah, we do.
Throw in today, a little short. Umpire says try again. Halleck overthrew. Christie's are only barely winning. Barely winning.
Yeah. Don't tell me we're through yet.
You're through. Zachary Thomas there asking if he's through. A wry smile from him.
Okay, percentages.
Slung around and into the ground. Is that his prior? Umpire agrees. So Lachlan Hayes can go back here.
Can tell you Cove are 53%, Christie's 51.8.
Wordsworth went up, but a mark's taken from Caleb Highland. And these young debutants have just shown up and played their role really well. And I'd say it to you, Phil, but of course you're not watching the game. You're watching all these other screens. As a goal is kicked from Highland. Another one for him. I believe that's his third.
Yep.
He's been really impressive today. Had quite a few impressive youngsters, Halleck Cove, and it's their 9th goal of the match. 20 points.
Margin 20 points. Think it's still a bridge too far.
Into extra time.
Still going at Morford Vale. Christie's are starting to kick along, but have left their run. I reckon they've left it a quarter too late.
3.5 to go.
Under 4 minutes left here. So 4 minutes, what, 3 goals?
It could happen. In fact, we should have told Zachary Thomas when he asked me that Christie's are up by 120 points.
Yeah.
And really kicked him into gear.
There he is with the ball.
He says, calm down. So he's taken my message on board as
to be fair,
taken the mark. Handballs to Wigzell. So much space. He fires away. And it could well hit the post. In fact, it's just landing in front. Free kick's heading the way of Halleck Cove. It's Wordsworth. And he has that opportunity to kick a first career goal against the Vikings.
Just while you're there, and no, we'll watch this. I'll tell you after the goal.
Okay.
As he takes, I thought he was going to take a quick shot. No, he's doing the laces up. Okay.
He's in front of the Cobra faithful. They'll be jumping for joy in a few minutes, even with a loss. Wordsworth comes in. First career goal against the Vikings. High fives all round. It's another goal for Halleck Cove. It's their 10th. 2 quick ones.
Well, there's silly chance here. 14 points. Probably going to be those 2 points that might do them in here.
Now tell me, Phil.
Scoreboard, 11-14. That's 80.
What do you so desperately want to tell me?
10-6-66, 14 points. Well, not desperately, just a side note. Do you remember how it was 20-18 Port Noarlunga over Aldinga at quarter time?
Yes.
20-18?
Yes.
Remember the 18? Port Noarlunga, 18-11, 1-1-9. Aldinga have scored 3-3-21.
So
since quarter time, 97-3. Since quarter time.
It's a sad end to a sad season for the Sharks.
Don't say too much. We've got to go there in 2 weeks.
That's a good point. A terrific club. I love the people there. They're so friendly. And now the handball from Shortridge. Inside forward 50. They scream, go for goal. And he's kicked it. And suddenly they have a bit of fire in the belly. Can you believe this? 11-6 to 11-15. It's an 8-point margin. 25 minutes gone.
Anyone's game now.
I'd love to tell you who kicked the goal. I believe it was Wigzell. I'm going to put it down to him. Wigzell, sorry.
All right, 8 points. I've got a final.
All right.
I can actually start focusing on one game of football.
Wow, that's a shock.
Christie's Beach have won. 15-26, 116. Morford Vale 14-8, 92.
Straight out of the middle goes Stolt. This game is really heating up now. Couldn't quite hold the mark, goes the Vikings. Soccer kick, wasn't really cleared. Handballs around, Morton's in there, jumped on from the side and will have a ball up inside 50.
Morford Vale decided to leave it to the last round. They've kicked their 3rd highest score of the season.
It's a good time to kick it too.
I think
If you're a
Cove have got to
Cove
send a
fan.
couple of crates their way. Couple of cartons, sorry.
I have a feeling Happy Valley, Hallett Cove are going to go over to Morford Vale and celebrate with them.
So I'm just going to punch in something here for a sec.
Working out our percentage is important.
Christie's Beach final percentage 51.52. Cove's is around the 53% mark.
Tackle there from Barrett. They're home, Hallett Cove. They are home, but not in this match. This is a big opportunity. Maybe one more goal will sink it. Hamilton slung. It was high. Umpire called play on. Not the right call, and Tucker's on top of that.
I don't know about the high. I saw the top of the jumper being pulled.
It was around the neck. It was a bit of a sling without hitting his head on the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
Kramer handballs out over the head of Tucker. Clearing ball comes. There's so many players behind the ball for Happy Valley. And this is Lachlan Hamilton.
Well, it may just be that both teams are going to feel like winners coming off this ground today. Both are going to get what they want. Seb Oliver, virtually from the interchange gate, pumps the Sharon Long to the top of the square.
Oh, well
It's
done.
a grab to Cove.
So Holder's got to go long. He thumps it. A torp all the way to the centre of the ground. Wordsworth held the mark just. Umpire's paid it. It's gone 70 metres.
How's that for a kick?
It was a mark. It was a pretty soft one though. Wordsworth inside 50 all the way to the back, and it's cut off as the final siren blows. It's a Happy Valley victory, but it's all about Hallett Cove.
8 points. Can you believe it? 5th loss in their last 9 games by 10 points or less. But that was enough.
It certainly was.
It's enough. And when word breaks through, and I take a breath because you've got to give out an interview, that'll give me a chance to focus on a couple of things. Let's start with the easy stuff. We got a final score from Aldinga. And after quarter time, it was the Southern Expressway, the first version, all over again. Happy Valley with the win. I will confirm everything, but by my pre-game calcs, Happy Valley, if they won, could not get caught. I will confirm that as soon as I can. Right. Port Noarlunga, 18-11, 119. Aldinga were 3-3-21. 97-point lead to Port Noarlunga. They are in the elimination final next week, I believe, against Cove. Final score, oh my goodness, Ranella got a wriggle on. 29-9, 183. Ironbank, 2-4-16. So let's have a look at that percentage for Ranella. 183 to 16 is 11-14 to 11-6. Hang on. 183 to 16. 11-14, 80. 80 to 11 goals, 6, 72. So that's here. Happy Valley have won 80 to 72. Okay, can tell you that Happy Valley are the minor premiers. The final percentage, Happy Valley and Ranella tied with on 2 losses each. Happy Valley 68.52, Ranella 68.18. So plug in Cove's percentage. Losers by 8, 72 to 80. And I plug in Christie's Beach's percentage, winning 116 to 92. Cove are finals bound. Cove 53.33, Christie's Beach 51.52. Both teams finishing with 7 wins. And we go to Ollie, who's got a winner.
Finally, Phil, we're ready to go. I'm joined by Liam Hamilton, the birthday boy.
Yes,
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
How old are we today?
24.
What did we get for our birthday?
Partner got me a nice few bit of clothes. Mum and Dad looked after me, so it's been a good day.
Oh, there you go. You got to win, so that's your best present.
Thank you.
Happy Valley, looks like you're going to be finishing on top.
Yes.
You get the week off. Hallett Cove are in finals too.
Yeah.
What are you doing this next week? How do you study the other teams? What's your go-to plan?
I think the Bees finished top, so that'll be good. We'll have the week off. I think we'll train Saturday like we did last year. We're not finishing top though, doesn't win your flag. So we did it last year, didn't get the chocolate, so we'll tweak a few things. There we go.
All right, you kicked a couple of goals today, really important too, sort of kept you in it.
Yep.
Hallett Cove have been really good against top sides without getting the chocolates.
Yep.
What do you do against a Port Nolunga, Ranella, a Flagstaff Hill? What do you do to sort of beat these teams who are pretty much level with you, really?
Cookie gives us heaps of belief just to play how we do. We know if our method holds up, we can beat any team. Ranella's got us a couple times, but we know if on the right time we can beat anyone. So, yeah, ready to go.
Heading into September, you obviously had the heartbreaking grand final loss last year.
Yeah.
What are you doing differently this year?
I don't know, we've been pretty light on the track. Our
Oh,
oval's
good.
been pretty muddy, so we trained at Noarlunga Wednesday. Cookie's looked after us. After that, recovery's been pretty important. We'll enjoy tonight, obviously, and then rest up and see if we play in a couple of weeks.
All right, you get the iconic Dartbush filming footy beanie. We'll get a photo with you in a minute.
Thank you.
And the Archie's footwear as well, player of the match.
Thank you very much.
That is Liam Hamilton. Head back over to you, Phil. Let me get my phone.
Yes, hello.
All right, thanks for that, Ollie. He'll join us in a sec. He's going to join us right now. Okay, we've got to get the photo. Of course, we've got to get the photo. Yep, very important that. Okay, I've got all my final scores now. It is... Okay. Cove, Happy Valley, 11, 14, 80. Happy Valley, 11, 6, 72, 8-point margin. We had the close one in a game that ebbed and flowed all day. Christie's Beach and Morford Vale. Morford Vale went toe-to-toe with Christie's Beach for 3 quarters. Christie's Beach eventually winning by 24 points, 15-26, 116. Morford Vale 14-8, 92. Aldinga and Port Nolunga close first quarter, and virtually Aldinga shut up shop. Port Nolunga by 98 points, 18-11, 119. Aldinga 3-3, 21. And Ranella, well, they had to win big to try and get top. They did not get top. Happy Valley are topped. As some Vikings fans walk past. Ranella 29-9, 183. Ironbank 2-4-16. So Christie's beat Morford Vale, Happy Valley beat Cove, Port Nolunga and Ranella percentage boosters that did not change their position. Ollie, to talk us through your logic behind your most valuable player as I work out one more important statistical thing.
Well, Liam Hamilton kicked a couple of really important goals throughout that game. There wasn't any standout player, I thought, from Happy Valley, which I think goes to show they're a good side. And of course, today he turns 24. It's his birthday. So, I mean, that says it all, really, Phil.
Yeah, you gave it to the birthday boy.
Gave it to the birthday
well
boy.
Done.
So, good to see from him. His brother Lachlan played all right. I like Darnell Tucker's game after he came off from the yellow card. Cody Cox had a moment. Tom Barrett was pretty good. I think Harry Spacey and Nicholas Frisbee-Smith are right up there too for Happy Valley. The ones for Hallett Cove, Jake Wigzell, maybe he's the best game we've seen of him. He very well could have been our player of the match. If Hallett Cove would have got up, maybe one more goal from them or one more goal from him could have sealed it. Chase Humphreys was quiet with Jaden Morton as well. Same with Jack Plenty playing off half-back. But the debutants, Caleb Hyden, liked him a lot. Also liked Cody Shortridge as well. And Lincoln Holder was pretty good. Maybe his best game we've seen in a while from him. And Riley Holder, superb, of course.
Alrighty. Tomorrow, finals begin. Tomorrow. Qualifying final at Flagstaff Hill. This is second versus third. Unfortunately, there's already been a forfeit. Blackwood forfeited to Port Nolunga in the under-14 girls, so Port Nolunga through to the second semi against Ranella.
Wow, already
a
won one.
third-place team forfeiting. There you go. 11:25 under-17s, Aldinga host Cove with the winner to play Ranella. 1 p.m. the C grade in the men's, Ranella, Port Nolunga, the winner to play Happy Valley. Happy Valley have finished minor premiers in the men's A, Bs and Cs.
Incredible for the club.
Have finished minor premiers in all 3 women's grades.
Wow, what a
and
strong
have,
club.
I think, finals in all grades. There's also elimination finals at Morford Vale tomorrow. 10:05 Cove and Aldinga. I sort of think, why don't you move that to Flagstaff Hill, because Aldinga are playing Cove in the under-17s and there's no early game because of the forfeit. But anyway, check your local guys. 11:25 under-17 girls, Christie's and Flagstaff Hill. These are elimination games. So after Christie's and Flagstaff in the under-17 girls, the C grade, Flagstaff and Christie's. And in the women's, the elimination final, Aldinga and Christie's Beach. Qualifying finals next week. I haven't had a chance to work out B's, C's and B's and underage stuff. Can tell you though, we'll be at Morford Vale for the qualifying final between Ranella and Flagstaff Hill. And the elimination final will be at Noarlunga, and that will be between Port Noarlunga and, for the first time since 2017, Cove. What do you think about those lollies?
That's incredible, fella. I'm looking forward to viewing and commentating all these games. Just to reiterate, it was a 8-point margin here, 80-72, heading the way of Happy Valley. It is all about Hallett Cove, though. They haven't won a final in 5,000 days. They're going to get that opportunity against last year's premiers. More, it's about 5,100 back since 2012.
There's a mate of mine who I commentate with who does that all the time. He works out the days between. I want to thank the sponsors, ProBuild Australia for your renovation repairs, the Aussie Inn at Hackham, Air Diffusion Australia, Demand & Co Real Estate with Sanderman. Also Dartfish Live Stats, the Sportal Scoreboard, Classic Clashes, UDF Trailers, RC's Footwear and Filming Footy. Now they're our broadcast sponsors. It's our last minor round game, so we probably should just recognise the Southern Football League sponsors as well. Flurio Milk Company, Air Diffusion Australia, So Cloudy Web Design, SA Landscape Supplies, Master Plumbing Association of SA, Paladin Sports, Sharon Sports Centre, All Frames and Mirrors, Belgravia Apparel, the PW Collection, Dartfish, Youth and Sports Foundation. So just to repeat the final ladder, Happy Valley from Ranella on percentage, from Flagstaff Hill and Port Noarlunga on percentage, from Cove and Christie's Beach on percentage. Aldinga, I just checked, did Morford Vale make it competitive enough to get off the bottom?
That's a good question.
No. Aldinga, despite the thumping, 30.77. Ironbank Cherry Gardens, despite the thumping, 27. Helping Cove, big time, 27.1. Ollie, we survived the minor round. Bring on the finals. Your last thoughts before we wrap it up?
Oh, I tell you what, that game got closer and closer. Shout out to you. A lot of hard work going from this laptop to this game and checking that percentage and what the hell am I supposed to be doing looking at the screen and that scoreboard's off.
And you picking on me?
I'm picking on you too. I feel sorry for doing that now. You had a lot of work today, Phil.
And Ollie, you covered for me beautifully, mostly when you weren't picking on me. That's the minor round, folks. Filming Footy, we will bring you a final every week. We will bring you the women's grand final and the men's grand final. So much footy to come. Thanks to Josh, our intrepid cameraman. Awesome effort. Ollie, thanks to you. Awesome, well done. I'm Phil Eden saying thank you for keeping track of it all and putting up with us. We'll be back with finals next week. You've been watching the Southern Footy League. Thanks to Filming Footy.